Doo, 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 doo. Yeah, let's jump into here. I don't really care how it's set up. This isn't a very normal stream, is it? Just me talking into a mic, playing some very little known indie game. Not worried about that. We don't need leaderboard. We'll take that off. I'm not worried about that. I'll be right up front and honest. I'm not going to have ads on this chat or anything. This stream. It's not what this is about, if you could believe it, from a scummy YouTuber like myself. Obviously, I have a very low opinion of YouTubers myself and where things stand right now. So it's gonna be one of them streams. I'm not on Twitch right now. I'm just what's up inside. I'm just on YouTube. I'm streaming a game just so something's going on in the background while we chit chat, and just to keep my mind off of things. Whatever. We got Garson. What do I look like? I don't know. I look like. Let's see. I don't have it set up. All right, so let's just give myself a funny face. Oh yeah, funny. Oh. Do I have dreads? I look nothing like this guy. Perfect. All right, and then my class clearly. Actually, let's do something fun. We'll do the little magic arrow build. See if I can pull this off while chatting. I need some wand mastery, and oh, I didn't even get it. All right, cool. This is cool. Is the sound even coming through? Sounds like it's not even coming through the TV or whatnot. That's weird. All right, it don't even matter. Don't even matter. This game's kind of fun. This is like my solitaire when I just want to turn my brain off anyway. And then you know what's great about it? It has amazing music. Wonder if that's coming through OBS. Enjoy this music. I'll try and keep it not too loud though, because it can drone on. What's up? I have this game, I think. Never played it. It's actually an amazing game. I wish there was more content. I wish there were more expansions. Like out of nowhere, this game got an expansion for free. Keep in mind, it's a pretty cool game. Not gonna lie, but it's also like super basic. If you like games with builds and stuff like that, but I'm not playing it to play it. I'm, like I said, just playing it to chit chat with anybody who wants to tune in on this fine Sunday. So, first and foremost, hope you're having a great Sunday. I'll try and put this on. What's up, Penta? Hello, my printer isn't working. Oh, damn. Sorry. Music is very low. Is it super low? Okay. There's two ways to change the music here. We can go into settings, and I can raise it from here. How about that? You like that? Tell me if that's too low. We gotta get rolling in this game here. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll. Pretty basic game, right? It's almost like a distilled RPG. But it's pretty cool. Let's just go here. I like the classes, especially like Necromancer is actually pretty different from all the others, but this is one of those games where you can like do different builds and challenge runs and whatnot. What's up, Rusty? Just chatting. We're just chatting. What's the game we're playing right now? I think the notes are there, right? The notes should be, yeah. We got a little note there at the bottom. Game's called Kingsway for now, as I get into it. This is just me having something to like put my brain on. I don't know. Let's see. I'm not gonna buy any of this stuff. We're just gonna keep adventuring. But I do want to do orientation. Get this finished. I get a little level up in another bag. I put my bags right here. I don't care what this ring does, but I do want intelligence, so I can't even use it yet. That's fine. I leveled up. Excellent stuff. Super cool. Funny though, since the sound effect that played upon character creation was fine. Oh yeah, because the music was lowered. Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm not even paying attention. I gotta kill this guy. I got 1 damage per strike. Maybe sometimes 2. There we go, 2 damage. Get him. Yeah, the goofy thing about this game is it's set up like a old MS-DOS or old Windows. Tell you what, I gotta go into skills. I gotta get rid of this. I hate blocking in this game. I think it's a waste for most builds. You could just strike as long as you're hitting the right stuff. You don't die quickly. And then when you level up, you get all your health back. Watch, I'm like half health right now. Boom, I win. And I get all my health back, all my mana back. I'm gonna take some beast eyes. Like I said, I think I have enough intellect right now that let's bring it up to 11, and then we'll get some strength so I can actually hit things hard. And we're on a journey. I gotta pay attention when I talk. So, let me put the notes right there. We're just on YouTube for right now. Let me try and balance this right here. We'll have some self-indulgent channel talking. Everybody's favorite, YouTube talking about YouTube. I could easily make this chat about how my channel doesn't get enough views because the parental guidance thing, whatever the hell the latest thing was. That was really annoying to see. I have 2 accounts on YouTube, obviously this one and another one. And I love seeing videos about how you guys need to do more work to help my channel. And I was like, yeah, no. I think you all just misinterpreted a change YouTube did. So, that's me. I wonder if you guys noticed the same thing. Like every single channel was like, even Red Letter Media made a big long video about how you guys need to change your settings, and it had nothing to do with that. It's kind of straight. Kind of crazy. I find it a conspiracy. Pentagoth would be all in on that. He'd be like, this crazy conspiracy on YouTube. What's up, Barryline? What's up, Mark? I mean, I'll start chit-chatting in just a moment. Is Windows 11? This is Windows 90, 100. It's so good. Talk reviewers. You like the music? It's like, boop, 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 boop. I can barely hear it, but you guys should be able to hear it way better than I can. Alright. Just want to get my build rolling, and then we'll chit-chat. And the stream will probably go till I beat this, which this game can like last about 2 hours or so. I was a little late because I've been dealing with stuff, which is like, if I say anything about tonight's stream, the theme is, what we're going to be talking about is things start happening and they don't stop happening. Oh my gosh. Do they not stop? It's crazy. It's wrong for me to whine about it because it happens to everybody. It won't stop happening. That's for damn sure. So, but I've been dreading I wouldn't normally talk about the channel and bring this stuff up, but I'm just like, I don't know what else to do. So I figured I'd owe it to anybody watching the stream, like, hey, how come you've been missing streams lately? How come we're, like, no videos or nothing? Oh, we'll talk about it. So, didn't want to, but I got nothing left to hold back on that. So vigilance, yeah, we'll get a little strike in quicker. And then I still got another skill point. We'll save up our skill points here. Book of Heal. Don't use that. Don't use that. Storeroom, nothing. Okay. Now, tell me before we start really chatting, how's the music doing right now? Right? Because I can lower it in-game or I can lower it on the volume setting. I want to make sure the music's not going all crazy. AOL instant messages. That's what this game is. This is back in the day. My AOL. I'm attacking viruses. My pop-ups are trying to kill me. This game's charming, right? But it's a fun little, like, solitaire type of game. This is bright, so magic item find too. Yeah, I'll buy that. Car, I'll take that out. Yeah. Got a second ring slot. Good to go. And I can sell this. And then, can I equip this? Nah. If I can't equip it, then just sell that crap. Sell that crap. The music's a little low, if anything, but honestly, it's perfect for chatting. That's exactly what I'm looking for, so thank you. If anybody wants to counter, let me know, because I'll start chatting. Anything like a real weapon I can use? Nah. Do I have gold? I got 56 gold. Got guilds. We're good to go. What I'm looking for is wand mastery, and that gives me magic regen, this blue bar here. And then I'm also going to be using a spell that the adventurer really only gets one decent spell. It's called Magic Arrow. You can spam the crap out of it. You can start multiplying its damage. There's some really cool builds you can do in this game. Like a lot. actually. And they're pretty simplistic, like straightforward strategies. Like one's really good. You can build for crit. There's another one where like it takes out of your range, right? It'll always take your maximum damage, but you have to use like a couple magic points to use it. But it'll always be your max high damage, and it's like 2.5 times that. It's insane. It's superly good, but it's on like warrior or whatever. And then you can do strategies where you get like, you're allowed to dual wield on warrior, so you can do 2 badass weapons that give you huge high-end damage. There's dark weapons. They have like absurdly crazy like 1 through 10 damage. You go for that move, it's always going to do the 10 damage times 2, so it's like, oh my god, oh my god. Yo, beast. Nah, I'm good. But yeah, this obviously won't be a long stream as I just chit chat and play this. Hopefully I can multitask and do both. This defense is pretty good. But loose notes just to kind of keep me on track. So I guess we'll start with what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up with you guys? How you been? I do encourage you to chat with me, because my favorite thing about streaming is having you guys watch along, but also having someone to chit chat with. So I genuinely hope you guys have been doing good. I'm gonna fight some bandits. I might die here, but that's okay. We got pushed. He did 6 damage. Oh shoot! Gotta kill this guy. Oh, we're dead. Oh, we're dead. We might have to restart our character. But we'll keep fighting. Never give up, even when you know you're screwed. Just keep clicking it. Oh, I want to get rid of the block button. No! No! Okay, I lost, but it's all good. Just go with the same. I'm going with... No, you know what? I'll show you that strategy. Watch this. Watch. Warrior's insane. Watch. We'll go Warrior. I don't want a bonus. We'll just play it straight. Oh my gosh, we already lost. This game is hardcore. Harder than Honor mode. Alright. It's a bit of a roguelike. Stop up. Alright. Yeah, let me do that other strategy. It's actually kind of easier. And then there's that block button. And we got to get the music rolling. Hold on. Alright. Boom. Boom. Need that music. Start playing. Let's go for it. Let's do Oh, perfect. Okay. Great. Take my potion. Book of Clairvoyance. Actually, that's pretty decent to take. Alright, so how's the strategy go? You get a little bit of intellect, you get a lot of strength. You keep on traveling. Don't need this. That up there, I like it there. And I gotta get rid of the shield button. I just had bad RNG. I ended up walking into like a bandit fight. Let's go to guild quest, level up from this thing. Mighty ring, nice. But I do want to raise my intelligence first. Cause I'm not smart. Weapon, short sword. I think we'll be okay. 18 gold. Can I use this? I got the string. Add to cart. It's a little better than poo-poo damage. Yeah, a lot better actually. Damage. Okay. Alright. So our journey begins. So, like I said, bust out the notes here. What's up? What's up is I've had a string of problems over and over again, as you can see right there in the notes. One of the big ones is pinched arm, or pinched shoulder, pinched nerve. Should say pinched nerve. So that's been a huge problem. Other than that, I've had a string of unfortunate events happening back to back, and they don't seem to be stopping. So I wanted to at least come clean. I was gonna maybe do a video, but I figured I'd just chill out with you guys in stream. You chit chat. You can tell me your crybaby stories. I could tell you my crybaby stories. But if you haven't noticed, I don't really talk about myself on the channel too much. in a direct way. I don't intend to. I didn't make this channel to cry about my real life. Whatever it may be. And I'm also, at the end of the day, a very crazy person, a cuckoo crazy person. Shouldn't take anything I say too seriously. But I did have literally a pinched nerve way back earlier in the year. And this is a recurring problem. So of course what happened recently, I had another pinched nerve. And I've been criticized, rightfully so. Like, hey, if you have a pinched nerve, how are you playing games? Like, because I'm a stubborn jackass. And I don't want to sit around doing nothing. And then I go crazy. And then next thing I know, I'm playing games like Silk Song. And it's literally killing my neck. And it's killing my hand. But somehow it gets better. I don't know. I'm doing a lot better now. So yeah, I could do content, and then this strings over to momentum. So this is why I put pinch nerve, momentum. We're gonna talk about BG3 content and the channel, sure, but this is what's been going up with me. So that is a layer cake too. Dual broken sword build, your soul's charged hoover. Yes, my dual broken sword build. More like my dual pinch nerve build. So if anyone was ever wondering, that's what this stream is here to sort of explain. There's things I can't talk about for the majority, but on top of all those things, they're just like any and everything. Like, I guess the way I could describe it is, I've been turned into a plumber lately, or it feels like that, where I'm sticking my arm into the bowels of hell for 8 hours, and if your 8 hours is spent digging out poo-poo, literally, then you can't spend time making content for your channel. I make content for my channel, which we'll talk about Garson's channel in a moment, but I really have nothing else. I have other things, right? But they don't get to be my full-time job, so to speak, right? In fact, they get to be my full-time unpaid job. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, I have to stick my hands into poo-poo for 8 hours, fixing that, and some other problems, somewhat similar, somewhat totally different, but they take time. They take 4 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours. I have to constantly do this. And when it's everything, let's just pretend it's a big old machine in the sky. When you're working on the machine and it's all done and it's working correctly, you don't got to touch that shit. Literally don't have to touch that shit. But when things aren't working and you get a notification at 3 a.m., you got to fix it. There's no question. No one's going to come and save me. No one's going to help me. And frankly, I don't have the funds to get somebody to come save me or help me. Let's put it that way. So it's just do or die. And that's the thing I've been struggling talking about, if I even bother, if anyone even cares to bring it up on channel, because what I don't treat this channel as is a begging station. This is, if in my ideal channel is, I don't watch other YouTube channels that put out sponsorships, tell you to buy Raycons or Taco Bell or whatever the hell. So I guess that's sort of just as best as I can sort of explains what's been going on with me, and I want to kind of talk about the channel a little bit. So I don't, just so we have like an anchor point here, and I could be called out it way in the future, because I'll probably die before I give up, because there's really nothing else I want to do. I've been drawn to video games, I've been drawn to YouTube, I've been drawn to, like, I guess podcasts or making streaming content, or hell, even just barely reinvigorating my desire to like video edit, and I still hate it. By all means, I'm lazy, but I'm lazy because, like, if I lose momentum and I lose time to do this and I don't keep the habit up, like, next thing you know, you're lazy. I'm not the best at explaining this, right? I don't want to explain this, but I don't want to talk about all this stuff, but I feel like every time I get a comment or a chat tells me, like, I'm happy you're online, like, I'm like embarrassed. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful thing that's ever happened to me, that people want me to come online and play a video game or just spend time. And the amount of people who, like, I would have never imagined this, but the amount of people who tell me I crack them up. This must be the lamest stream because I'm not cracking you up, right? Like, that's the whole biggest desire I want to get. Stay on the boat, even with all the holes and all the leaks that keep coming and don't stop coming. I want to be able to keep jumping on and streaming. And I'd like to be streaming more, but streaming does not fill that boat, or does not keep that boat afloat, so to speak, to be honest. But I'll still keep trying to do it until I've ruined myself. Shit, this is hard to talk about. But I knew that the most embarrassing thing to do is to just do a stream like this, so I'll stop being self-referential at this point. This channel is not to put stupid commercials in your face. And the reality is YouTube and Twitch, whenever I get that approved, if I get it approved, I actually hate my current ability to dual stream is just not up to par in my opinion. But I don't want to throw commercials in your face. I try to do on the channel content, the videos, if you notice, I've tried very hard to adapt, like, well, you kind of do need to beg for likes and subscribes and memberships. That's a reality. So I just wanted to get that out in the open. I have a fault of being very honest and blunt and just being stupid about it. So there it is. It's out in the open. That's how I feel about it. I hate it. It's actually a reality. I've done my research on it. You have to beg for likes and subscribes unless you really don't need the money. And it's just like, this is what I have to do now. So I still don't want to frickin', YouTube will give you like recommendations. Hey, do you want to like take this sponsorship and see if you can get like sell Raycons or Can you hear me now? Yeah, I know the mic cut out. It was so embarrassing. See, even the even my equipment's like, oh, dude, I hope it doesn't crash out. It's like, ah. So just play the game the algorithm puts you up to. I mean, it's not something I brazenly, like, I don't take it at face value and just accept it right out the bat. I try to challenge those systems first and see if I really know what I'm talking about, or if I do. I hate the word compromise. I look at the data and I try things and then I have to sit there and accept reality is really what it is. I never would ever suggest anybody to compromise. I think it's an excuse, or at least I was, for a very long time, I was brought in line with that thought process, and it made a world of difference for me. Let's put it that way. Compromise does not get you anywhere, but sacrifice does. So you have to sometimes sacrifice what you think is the way things work versus how it's actually going to be, how it actually works. And like, you don't get to argue with it. It's just, that's how it works, dude. So what are you going to do about it? Oh, I guess I won't do it anymore because it doesn't align with like my priorities, my values or something. But as I said, like with this channel, that's what I'm highlighting right now. The thing I couldn't have imagined is getting someone to tell me like, bro, you made me laugh my butt off. And it's just like, I don't think I'm that funny, but I don't get to be the judge of that. And I'm really like, that lights me up. I've had bad days where I don't want to look at the comments. And I look at the comments and someone's just like, bro, you just explained that fight can you please make another video? And I'm like, yeah, I gotta make another video, dude. Cause like no one else was doing it, I guess. Or like that was the right person to explain that Baldur's Gate 3 thing for you. And it like, I was having a terrible day and you actually made my day better because you decided to put a comment, not for my algorithm, but because like you wanted to tell me how much that helped you. And then I went like, damn, that's awesome. I want to keep doing this, but that's not every day. And it certainly isn't like how you feel every day. Good morning, Odin. What's up, DeJohn? What's up, Odin? I'm fighting zombies. I'm clicking on spam and ads and I'm clicking, see all these viruses popping up on my this is my actual desktop. I guess the dungeon's in a different place. It's like I'm trying to play this on autopilot. Mark WG, by the way, is this person who's always in here saying like and subscribe. So I always shout you out for that. I'll shout out anyone for that. But like, only say that and do that because you really want to. I don't want to put people under a gun. Now, to be fair, I did put Mark under a gun a few times, so I apologize. You know, I will repent, but it's like, but like, that's exactly the thing. I was like, I don't want to beg for that crap, bro. Like, I want to get on here and just have a good time, and just like, but the way my options have drained out, like, I don't think, I'm gonna be real with you, because this does relate more to the channel. I'm gonna be real with you. I have nothing else. I have nothing else, and I didn't need anything else until a really bad string of events happened, had have screwed me so much. But that's not. I don't want to get on here and whine about that stuff. And if I'm not willing to disclose more private stuff, then bro, why even bother? So I'd rather, I guess what I'm saying is I'm very thankful that people like Mark they're just coming to the stream, having a good time. And like, bro, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Should I do that? I'm so self-conscious about it. Should I cry like, guys, don't forget, like on videos and whatnot? Because what I was saying earlier is I want that. If I were watching my own videos, which I do because I'm a narcissist, I would be like, I don't want you to slam that in my face. I don't know your channel yet. I don't care, bro. Just give me the content I'm looking for, right? So I try to put that like, hey, unfortunately, like, thank you guys, but we'll talk about it later, right? Like, I know I have to, like, within the first 30 seconds, bring it up, like, and be sure to like and subscribe, but I don't want to say that. So I'm just like, by the way, thank you, because literally, thank you. And then, like, if you actually like the video, you'll watch till the end, right? And what happens at the end? I say, yeah, and check out this crap, right? Like, hit those buttons or something. I don't even say that much, but, like, do you want me to? I wouldn't want me to. I'd be like, bro, shut the I might be too harsh on myself, or I might be like people might be agreeing, like, yeah, I wouldn't watch your crap if you said all that crap. I don't know. Compromise. Carson, compromise for cowards. Jackson. I like how my last name's Jackson now. Nobody really blames people for playing the game. I know, but I blame myself. The mic cutout was at Cell Raycons. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'll take the video. I like the video there. Done. Got him. Yeah, begging does work. You're way too harsh. I know I am, but that's what kills channels. That's what kills people. But I mean, like, I am who I am. I'm just gonna be that way. I've had to like bend. They say don't, bend in the storm. What's the stupid freaking phrase they say? Be like a reed. Don't break in the storm, but bend during the wind or something. I don't freaking, wow. Really inspirational quotes from Garson here on the Garden channel. No, I don't want to stay at the end. Not yet. I'm not tired yet. Can't put me to sleep. Let's make sure we got the gold here. I got a potion. We're safe. Okay. Let's keep on rolling. Oh, skeleton. So it's just so that we're clear. Like, when I was first really getting into the commercials on the channel, I was really embarrassed because I was like, I don't want ads to play on the channel. And I know that people play ad block. I'm not going to be one of those channels that goes, and guys, you need to not use ad block because my channel survived. Like, really, it's a numbers game. But like, I like doing this. So how I have to make it work. And this is a reality a lot of people don't understand. Or I guess I assume people don't understand that, like, there's the way, like, the world works this way. It's called dollars, right? Like, you got to make dollars. I'm not like a capitalist. I'm not a capitalist. I'm not a communist. I'm not a socialist. I don't get in the politicals of all that stuff. I know way too much about it, but I also don't really form opinions on it other than just, yep, just give me the results. How do things work? Like, I have put my ego aside enough to know if none of that shit matters, don't jump on any of those freaking bandwagons. It really just comes down to, like, you breathe oxygen, you take in oxygen. You exhale CO2, bro. That's how it goes. Barry Line dropping the memberships. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it hurts for me to sit there and watch that because I'm super grateful. So thank you, Barry Line. And this is not an insult to Barry Line, but I really appreciate that because it's like I don't know. I'm blessed that someone thinks my channel's worth that. So thank you, because now Andre Lima, Zeta Lucio, Habanero123, Lemon Lug, Quibbling Quokka, you guys are just tuning in. I appreciate it. I know some of you have already been giving out memberships or even gifted memberships before, so thank you. Channel is his real last name. Finally, someone who gets it. No, I always get this. So never. Always call me out on this, like if I'm saying your name wrong. I genuinely like reading out your names, and I always like, I have to go for it. But so Argentavis Magnificens is actually a super cool name, by the way. But Channel's really his last name. King Bjorn. Oh, I didn't know, but I thought Barryline just had like a renewed membership. King Bjorn is also a gift membership, so thank you, Barryline. Not saying go chase sponsors and totally change stuff up. That's the thing. I don't think so either, right? Forget it who it worked on me in the past few days. I thought it was sub to them. The Skong stream was so shit it turned around into being truly perfection. You threw out everything I liked about the game and still made it right. I want to stream games in general. Like, so we'll talk about this. I guess we'll like use this as a segue. The YouTube channel, the channel, even Twitch, like me being here, wanting to stream and whatnot. Actually, it's May extremist. Meme. Oh, I see, I did it wrong. May extremist TM. Okay, got it. I'll remember that. It's like when everybody had to correct me on key points. It's like, actually, it's key points. Stop saying Kai, you retard. Where are we going? We need to find a dungeon so I can get some real level ups here. All right. The channel, right? Like, forget the content right now, but the channel is, I have sort of a rule book in my head of like what my priorities are, and I'm not gonna spill the beans on that. It's still sort of like code, and it's a weird quirk to me, to Garson, but that's why you're here, so live with it. Oh, this is the bad one. I gotta run from this. I might die. Let's heal up. If I can kill one of these guys, though, I get the level up, and then we're good. And then I probably should take the skill. There's this thing called strong attack. This is the whole point of the build. Let's learn this skill. Let's put it here. Let's put this over here. This thing, all right. I know this is going to be a weird stream, me talking about the game. I actually really love this game, but I beat the crap out of it. This is how I know builds. All right. Strong attack is a slower attack, but it takes 150% of your high damage, which kind of lame right now, but you'll find like crazy weapons, and then it only costs 2 magic points. That's why we raise a little bit of intellect. This thing slaps this game's, just slaps it up. It's just crazy, and it never gets more magic cost. It's always going to be 2 mana. So now it does a stupid amount of damage. It does 225. It's almost maxed out. So 225 of 4, so it's at least doing like 9, maybe 10 damage, but it always does that flat damage. So let's see if I can drop some potions here. This is, I'm very aware of how silly this sounds, talking about serious stuff and then go and be like, check out this awesome game. Oh, and did I mention it stuns them, which is the most broken thing in Kingsway, is stun. So I just got the level up, fully healed, fully mana, and then I could not kill this guy any faster. This is one of the strongest builds in the game. This is also the thing that killed me last, the previous run, just like 20 minutes ago. And that's how you beat Kingsway. All right, great. This is why this game makes it really easy for me to just shoot the shit, laugh about things, just have fun. All right, boom. Put this up so I get a little more mana going there. Skill, let's max this thing out. Now it's super deadly. Literally the most cost-efficient thing in the game. It's insane. All right. Not that anyone really cares, but that's why I play games, right? This is why I stream, because I just like, why does this guy know too much about Kingsway? I don't know, man. I've played this game a lot. Alright. Magic power, we're not using it, so crit has nothing to do with this ability. We'll get rid of that. Okay. So, my train of thought. Yes. I'll read. Ever tried Caves of Quid? Dude, actually, I do want to see Caves of Quid. It's clearly notable how less engagement a non-BG3 stream gets. Yeah, but that's kind of where we're going with this, but yeah. I think Mark wants some salty Garson at time too. I've embraced the salt in the fact that chat has enjoyed the salt. So if I'm actually genuinely getting angry, I wouldn't be putting up with it. I would just definitely tell myself to cool off. But I've leaned into it because I find it funny. I have a good time with it. And I think we all can just agree, like we all get a little salty at games. I'd rather be real with you while playing games and let it out instead of bottling it up and pretending like I'm some super uber gamer. Like, screw that. That's lame. Actually, I hate caves like this. They make me salty. But I also, like, I'll ham it up. At the end of the day, I like being an entertainer. There's nothing wrong with that. It's that weird juxtaposition. Entertainment, but also, like, just being real. What helps me have good vibes is when the chat is having good vibes, right? So, look in a hole. Why do I look in the hole? Take this rat, man. That's right. I'm actually burning mana for no reason. At a point, I get just like absurd mana. It doesn't matter. Enter the basement. Uh-oh, this is a rat place. Oh, shit. We better be on our guard. Then again, I do have potions. So. Let's slap these rats. So like I was saying, yeah, the content itself, I don't want to sit there for 5 full minutes telling you a sponsorship. And I also don't want to like beg for likes and subscribes. There are things I have to concede with and be like, this is what you do as a YouTuber. But I think it's nice to hear that like you're being too harsh on yourself, because I'm always like, I don't want to force anybody to watch it, or I don't want to turn anybody off with that crap. Same thing when it goes to the streams. Like, I know why I'm streaming. I know why I keep streaming. It's because I genuinely, there's just something about it that I naturally want to do. I get enthusiastic about it, and I get literally pissed off when these other things that have been happening to me have kept me, like, 100% killed my momentum. That's the biggest thing. But also, like, they just keep me away from doing this at a time where I've scheduled, so I feel like I've put somebody, I've like deceived somebody, or I've like let somebody down. Just be real with me if I have, but I don't want to put a schedule out and be like, yeah, I'm not there, because it's not. If it's a schedule, I'll meet it. But if factually stupid things keep happening that get in the way of it, like I physically cannot be there. It's so frustrating. So. Yeah. Assault for the salt throw. Gonna be real, the salt gets to me sometimes, but mostly because it seems like you're not having fun. Yeah, I want to hear feedback like that anyway. That's like, when I'm getting truly salty, I just need to like let off the gas. What's up, Black Sheep? Sometimes the chat stops watching the stream because the chat is more fun. Yeah, it's like, the chat having fun is the most important thing. Get the bag, just put timestamps around an ad. Get the bag. I might be misinterpreting that. What do you mean, get the bag? I hope you do stream Hades 2 release. Is Hades 2 being released on? Is like a 1.0 going on Thursday? Actually. Want me to Karen call that McDonald's? So we'll put it in the lore. The lore is, yeah, you can call up McDonald's and be a Karen and help me out. That's not really what's going on. But yes, in the fantastical garden world, that might just be the thing I need. So, I don't think there's really anything what skills I really need right now. What does this thing do? Poop. It's a poop legendary. Every game's got poop legendaries. What is this? 16 requirement. Yeah. Not much going on there. Okay. I think I have 4 skulls, so if I ever get that quest, I can turn that in. So, yeah. And I guess, let me get a little more direct with what's going on with the channel. There is, factually speaking, not as much channel traffic. Like, and it's largely my fault, because like if you don't got, that's why I said momentum is very important. I even put that up there, momentum. Oh shoot, look at that. So yeah, I guess going back to pinch nerve real quick, this had stopped me from making content physically, right? So that's my excuse, right? That's my valid, here's my doctor's note excuse. This is thing that happened to me. It ended up screwing me big time. And it's not the first time it happened, right? Because if you've been on the channel a little bit, you've seen me like push through some of it just to, you know, get on a stream, have fun. And then recently it happened again. But like, it sucks because I'm like, am I not going to have the capability to do things anymore? Not just channel, but like in general. It's scary. It's frustrating. I'm sure a lot of people could relate to it. Really, the only thing you can do in the face of those odds is just plow through it. Like, keep a good attitude and try something, try anything. But that's where the issue lies. It doesn't work that way, always, at least. It can really like, it can be a real momentum killer, which is why I wanted to talk about that. What was happening is I physically was in a lot of pain, or I was really numb. I remember the stream, I think it was the first Silk Song stream, my index finger and my thumb, the tip, were going numb. Because I was pushing it a little too far, doing more advanced, like, I freaking love Silk Song's movement, by the way. If it wasn't clear enough, I love the movement in that game. I love the way the combat, the more moves I got, the more like I was allowed to do cooler things, like floating and dashing and stuff, the more my impression of the game started popping off and going like, damn, this game's amazing. I don't need upgrades. So while I'm streaming, I distinctly remember going, yeah, what if like all of a sudden you get a striking pain and you physically can't play this, and then the next day you find out like you can't use that arm, you can't use that finger, you're like you can't play that amazing movement game like Silk Song. Like, how would you feel? And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to stream right now, like, can I not think about this? So that's what was getting to me. It's like, are you telling me right now, like, are you trying me right now, like I can't, what if I couldn't do this? Because it's just it's systemic, right? It's like, well, first you can't play a game, but then you can't make videos or streams about the game, and then like it's like, oh my god, stop right now. It's just too much for me. You're killing my vibe, killing my mood, and I don't want to bring that to the forefront, right? So but I'm taking a chance by making time for it now on stream, as boring as it may be, to say, hey, to be fair, these are the kind of things running through my mind. All jokes aside, maybe you care, maybe you don't. And this happened to me, and it's a degree, it's like 99% better, but it's gonna happen in the future, and it scares me. What's up, creative? Just so you know. Bam. Key. Give me that key. Thank you, Mark. And that's the thing, like, it's because you say that, but like, I genuinely believe that. And I think of that, I don't know if most people approach it this way. I call it a blessing, or I learned to call it a blessing a long time ago, to identify and know what a blessing is. So I really appreciate that. So I don't ever see myself quitting the channel, but that's why I kind of want to move over to this subject matter real quick. So I'll jump off of what you're saying there. Thank you. So Berryline just 100% a new game, and now I'm get wrecked, nerd. Hades 2.0 or 1.0 is Thursday. DeJohn, I just enjoy your stream independent of game. That's, to be fair, the only people I even want in chat or viewing. For those who are watching, I do notice that there's a lot of people who end up watching. You don't ever have to participate in chat, and I thank you too. Don't ever think it's just the people in chat, right? Because the thing is, if you genuinely want to be here, I have to be blunt about it. I want people watching me, not BG3, and we'll talk about that in a moment. It has nothing to, there's no insult to BG3, and it's not the end of BG3. But like, if it takes a hit to viewers, then how many viewers did I really have, right? BG3 had those viewers, not necessarily me. But because of the pinch nerve, and because if you let one thing get to you, and how many people know what I'm talking about here, right? So as much as I thank you, like, level with me. I think you know what it feels like to lose momentum, and then you let one thing get ahead of you and the next thing get ahead of you. It's gone, right? And if you've never experienced this before, like, you will. But it sucks. And I'm here to tell you, it really sucks. And I get it. I really do genuinely empathize with you. And I think I'm using the right word there, not just sympathize, but empathize with you. I know what it feels like. And the only reason I'll keep getting on these streams is because I only need a simple answer to get back on. I don't need to have people telling me they care, but so much as like, I care, I want to get on, I enjoy it. And then I get the magical things like people nice enough right now, like Mark and Berryline and Ensign, everybody, right? Like, you're all telling me like, oh, I want to watch you. It's like, damn, really? Like, that's crazy. Big skeleton. Look at this guy, 59. But big damage. I got 11 times 2.5 times. That's crazy. So yeah, I want to keep doing this. I'm telling you that my momentum still may not come back for a while. So if I'm missing, it's not because like, is he burnt out or anything? Like, I want to set the record straight for a moment. Since I got this right here, there is no burnout. This is just pure, unadulterated anger when I can't get on because something else gets in the way. And I'm like, I said I would be there. I said I would do it. I don't care how bad of a stream it was. Like, I don't want to do it, bro. Like, so it's just infuriating. Off the stream, something you'll never see. But I guess it's nice enough to know that I can kind of admit it on stream, like being real with you. Frustrating. Like, frustrating. I want to get on the stream. I want to get back in the momentum, and I'll finally break my code a little bit and tell you the word I use momentum for is, if you remember, I cranked out BG3 videos every single day, right? And it's not that impressive. It really isn't, because my videos aren't edited and I don't put a lot of effort in my videos, if I'm being honest, but I put them out. And that is the momentum I'm talking about that pisses me off, because I got a lot of comments saying like, I'm really happy you got so many views. I don't know how you grew. I don't know what growth looks like. I don't know if 1,000 to 3,000 is a big jump for a channel like mine. I don't know. And this is the first time I'm going to start admitting and talking about this stuff. I don't know. There's no rule book to this stuff. I don't know if it's impressive. I don't know if it isn't. It really doesn't matter, because you need momentum. You need to just post every day, or have a system, or have consistency, have a schedule. When I lose that, it drives me crazy, pisses me off. Like, I never thought I'd be so angry at something. Frankly, I don't even want to talk about it. But for me personally, it is a very like personal thing that I get super like bent out of shape over. I just made a video about my existential dread. I feel what you're talking about. Creative. You're crazy. Oh man. Honestly, I actually would, because I remember Sorcerer coming in here talking about how he made a video for like how to show, I think it was StarCraft or StarCraft 2. And I remember those things, right? And it's like, my words are always going to be, bro, it's great that you did that. So same thing, creative. Like, you should just make videos like that for yourself. And I'm glad you're telling me you did that. We do not play BG3 the same way. I mentioned today I'm not as good as you. What's crazy, because Berryline, a lot of people won't realize that Berryline has some crazy tricks I couldn't duplicate. Like, I don't know how you steal the freaking idol in the grove like that. That's insane. Gotta be about what are watching folks content? No, like that, I don't ever think it's the watchers, the viewers that need to like do something for me. Like, it should be, I can make good enough content. Like, even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, you can't have this mentality or attitude, by the way. Like, you have to have a mentality, as far as I understand it, and I'm gonna believe in it, you have to have a mentality that's like, you have momentum, you keep it going, and you don't ever blame it on a viewer or something like that. It's you want to be here, you want to do it, and I know I do. Like, it's because it puts me in such a stupid mood or a bad mood. Like, I want to be that. I want that. No, don't die. I'm not dying. I'm not dying. Oh, whew. Don't die. All right, let's take that. I need one of these. Put this here. But yeah, like, I'm not putting that on anybody watching the channel. And because again, I remember a lot of things. Olio said, I may not always watch your channel, but I'm happy I'm here, and I'm appreciative. Like, I like what you put out, right? Like, and I'm just happy the time I got to watch you. It's like, dude, it's one of the nicest things anyone told me about watching my channel. Yeah. And I'm pretty sporadic right now, so if I don't see something in the comment or the chat, like, I apologize. That was a heal. All right, let's buff this up. Is there any skill I can use? Dual wield, here we go. We'll get it started. Boom. Dual wield's crazy, but it doesn't get too much stronger than that in the early stages. So I got to get a really crazy weapon for it to pay off. But then it bumps up my high-end damage like crazy. There's a maul. Game's broken. All right. Once you get the maul, it's game over. Can't use it yet? Okay. But it's 7 to 8 damage versus 3 to 4 damage time. 25 strength. Okay. Drop this thing. We don't care about it. Boom. Done. Leave. Boop, 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 boop. Let me pause for a second. We went from 1K to almost 5K, like 8 times faster. And I thank that to BG3, which is something I want to mention in a minute. Growth involves you in a muscle T and thumbnail. In a muscle T and thumbnail. The BG3 streams is legendary. You're a goofball. Yeah, I appreciate that. The titanium cranium. I am stubborn, that's for sure. Would you consider I could do 30x tonight if we want to keep the stream tonight, Ensign. And that would just be more like I said. Okay, it's back on now. I don't know why it's cutting out, because it's like plugged in. That's crazy. Is it not getting enough battery? That's wild. Maybe I can't continue the stream just because my mic's gonna cut out. Alright, let me smash this guy. Smash! But I wouldn't mind like a round or two of 30XX. If we just keep streaming just for the hell of it, because that's kind of the attitude tonight. Smash it. Smash. 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 Hey, I'll take that. What's the warning here? Work from home, I wish. Whoops. I already fought that thing. Oh, it's down this hallway. Okay. Well, you guys are popping off, so I'm trying to respect that. What's up, Steph? It's 9. Likes don't live update. You gotta get on my level. Oh, Einstein calling it out. Not really. Could use bandwidth. After Hurricane Helene, I lost a lot of momentum. It absolutely sucked. I like hearing those things, so I don't mind that you, if you want to share those, like, bless you, Odin, because I can relate to you. I've been through big storms like that before, so I'm not gonna indulge in those stories because they suck, but I get it. And if anyone hasn't been through like a hurricane or a tornado or anything like that, bro, they can throw everything upside down. Physically, of course, but like emotionally, mentally, all this stuff. It's just some of the worst things you can go through. It seems like really obvious, but man, if you haven't experienced it, and like a car crash, you don't want to. If you have, boy, is that an experience? Smash, 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 smash. Smash the skeleton, dude. Oh, you ain't killing me, boy. There we go. Drink that up. Clutch. Boom. Alright, there we go. We get some cool stuff here from this guy. that. I'm connected to Cosmos, upgrade that thing. Bell of whatever, take that anyway. This is +3 strength versus +1 strength. And we're out of here. Alright, cool. Successful dungeon crawl. What's in the box? What's in the box? Uh-oh. I don't have any mana. Just slaughter this guy. Boom. There we go. Hardy. Wizard Cloak I'm not going to use. Open this. Ooh. Wow. That's a primo ring right there. Alright. Agility and strength. Can't use it yet. Okay. We're going to forget about that, but whatever. We'll take it. And then a helmet. Assassin's Garb. Vitality. Escape chance. Sure. Whatever. What's this? Agility. Crit chance don't matter on this build. Agility's good though. Alright, we'll take those. I don't got room to sell this stuff, so let's leave. Alright, smack that skeleton. Click this. Okay. Boom. And then another bar. Smack this guy. 1 and 2, and we level up, right? Almost. Got another strong attack. Done. You're dead. Level me up. Damn. Alright. I don't want to waste this. This chill music. Right, kill this guy. Oh, I don't have strong attack. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me. Got him. Plasm. Right, let's get out of here. I don't have to pay as much attention to that. Big skill. Big skill. 38 damage. Damn. We have powered up. Okay. Can I use that ring I just got? The Death Ring of Strength. Yep. And then I have enough for a maul. And then my upper damage is 18. So what if I put this here? 17. Not as strong. If I put this here, 18. Not as good. Okay. So screw it. Okay. Go to town. Let's chill out in town in a second. We got guild stuff. Rats. I think I killed the rats though. Okay. Sell that. You won't believe this potion. I don't got enough. Weapon done. I'm not explaining this game. It's just funny point and click game. Let's leave it at that. You can sell some heavier stuff. Alright. We need to find dark weapons. Dark weapons have absurdly high, like, top damage, like this thing here. And we now smack things for 45 and stun them, so. Alright. This is a, 17 damage. Message. Great. Good message. Leave that. Alright. Still clawing my way back. And I will know you will too. Amen to that, Odin. For being real. For being real, Ensign. Sort of been in this weird, ungood situation for the past year. 2 years. Too much to go into that? Yeah. Well, keep it light, but I can relate. Stream's been one of the few reliable sources, really. Well, see, I like hearing that too, so thank you. I can't do much outright, but if just tuning in helps, and I can just alleviate, like, I've heard that before, and it's always so... It's really fascinating and nice to hear too. You know, I can't promise nothing, but the least I could do is, like, show up and stream and just be goofy. Because it goes both ways. Like, it helps me as much as it helps someone say that. Like, if I'm making you forget about your troubles, that's awesome. That's crazy. That's so cool. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Not just from, like, me doing it. I'm not special in that way. There are a lot of things that you can do to grow faster or slower that don't involve the content or you personally at all. That's true. I know Steph's actually pretty, from the few times you've been in chat recently, like, you've been pretty helpful. I don't always get to apply what you're saying, or I don't always understand it, just so we're clear, but I do genuinely appreciate you dropping, you know, some tips and tricks, because you clearly have, like, the intelligence, but 2, like, the aptitude figuring a lot of this stuff out, just because you're, like, I think you said you were just straight up bored sometimes and you like finding out how things work. So I respect that a lot. But yeah, like facts, you can definitely do some things. Certain settings can make a lot of difference. I know you were helping a lot with trying to get me to. I can't say I'm good at like applying what you're showing me, because like sometimes I just can't pay attention, or like I got a lot going on recently. But I was like thinking about a lot of what you're saying with tags and whatnot, and I was just like, yeah, he's right. I should probably definitely like take a better look at the tags on Twitch, because Twitch is so alien to me, and I was really just kind of putting it on there. Like I can't be bothered right now to put it on Twitch, because I was just like, this is more for me to just come on YouTube, talk to a few viewers. But definitely Twitch is inevitably a priority. I want to help grow this channel, and just to, again, the reason I do it is to provide another outlet for people who do want to watch. It's more convenient. I like Twitch. I have more stuff on there. Like, okay. But it is a little bit tougher for me to kind of like learn and then get it growing again and this and that. So, but I don't like to bring that stuff up to viewers and just be like, oh, look at my problems. Like, bro, you're supposed to just be a guy I watch. I can alleviate my problems. Like, true. I don't want to be in this little forest here. Just because YouTube recommends what it likes, which involves things like certain levels of engagement, particularly. Yeah, the people call it the algorithm, but it's deeper than that. But yes, it's quite the messy network that you have to sort of navigate, which I could clearly be doing a lot better. But my methodology, the one thing anybody can do, by the way, so we're clear, is you can always brute force any system. I mean, you can take that way out of context and be like, nah, it doesn't work in Fort Knox or something. That's not what I mean. I just mean if you're new to something and you don't know it, just like you can take a simple approach to it. And usually one of those simple approaches is brute forcing, right? So a lot of the ways I approach BG3 and talk about it, and I'm really grateful. A lot of people are like, damn, how do you know how to do this for BG3 and stuff? It's like, because I'm stupid, and I know the one reliable way a stupid person can learn something is brute force. It just works. And I've done a lot of stupid wrong things in video games, especially BG3, until I figured things out on my own, because I wasn't like, I don't want to copy and paste. I want to just know it. How do I do this thing? That's my favorite thing about making BG3 content, was just be like, nobody else has a channel just being like, how the hell does this one obscure detail work? And how can I use it? Like, is it useful? Does anybody made a build off of this? I can't say I'm the most niche build user, right? Like, Nadira's got some weird ideas I don't think I always apply, but I've definitely made certain things. Hey, I made a whole warlock that uses Cloud of Daggers. I can always say that. It's on stream. Go watch it. Let's bump this up. Skills. Let's get dual wielder bumped up. Or look at me playing this game nobody knows or cares about, right? I'm just genuinely fascinated by, like, I think this game, if I made video games, this would be like such a template for me. Like, yeah. In fact, I get angry because I can't find roguelikes like this. This is just so straightforward and like it's not focused on having every feature in the world. It's like super simple, and it's got its gimmick. In fact, I probably would love this game more if the combat was more interesting than this, but hey, it makes it's a great game to play while you're yabbering and jabbering. Let me slam this. Kapow! Yeah, well, actually, just walk this. I'm trying to like split eye right now between chat and get me out of this forest. I see Ensign. Hold on. Get me out of here. Oh, thank goodness. We gotta fight that boss down there. Sweet. Oh, here comes a ghost with the most. Boom, dead. 45. Approach, talk, upgrade item. I don't think I need an upgrade. not wanting to use videos to vent in. Consider the community of people stream somewhat different though. I like, if you view it that way, I hope so. I think the best thing I could ever carve out on the internet is, yeah, just a unique kind of stream. You want to know something about business? In the world of businesses, you cannot try to undersell things. You can never, very few people can get away with the best prices. I know this is somewhat really vague and like off the mark. I'll try and loop it back in. What I'm saying is you always have to win people over in business over service. And so to differentiate my channel, let's say I wanted to be the top channel on YouTube, right? Like my interests are gaming. Really, bro? You're gonna make a gaming channel? Like I don't do it for that. But the way I could win against everybody else out there, and this is the same thing for anybody who wants to make a channel, by the way. It's a really simple thing. I'm just me. You're never gonna be me. You're not going to be Garson, and you never will be. I know, newsflash for a lot of you. Scared right now, I know, but sorry, face the facts. No, but jokes aside, you can always be yourself though, and nobody's got that. So everybody always has at least one thing they can bring to the table to beat the competition at, and it's you, right? And if you can find a way for that to click, cool. But like, you don't really go at it like I have to make it click. You just do it. I'm saying this as if I was super successful, sure, but anyone I've seen who's made it to a certain point, because I studied YouTube for a while in a very dumb way. Obviously, not like in a super I'm million subscribers way, right? But I don't care about that. That's not why I got into it. I just want to be good enough at this, competent enough at this, and still be me. And then, hey, guess what? I'm in luck because no one can be me. So I'm really only in competition with me. Does that sound lame? Absolutely, but it's true too, right? No one can beat that. Emergency spec guilt earlier today. Emergency. Cloud is the best spell in the game. Cloud of daggers. 2,000 hours in BG3, and I'm a rogue main in any game. But I never played Arcane Trickster till I watched you and the video on it because everyone said it was bad. Now everyone is on the 8C. Is everyone? See, I don't follow the I don't follow Reddit. I don't follow like channels or Discords. I'm such a hermit when it comes to that stuff. And so I have no idea. Like, I get comments on those. Funny enough, you want to talk about Arcane Trickster, I get comments and I love them because some of them are like you're saying, like, I didn't play it until your video and now I'm like in love with it. And I'm like, oh, yay. But the funniest comment ends up being, well, Arcane Trickster's bad. And it's like, how do I respond to that? What do you want? Like, the video wasn't about, I guess that one was like, is it bad? But like, it's actually like an irrelevant point, right? Like the Arcane Trickster isn't about being bad. it's fun. There's nothing like Arcane Trickster because it's no way in any shape the best caster, right? It's not, there's no extra attack, so you're not like the traditional martial. And in my opinion, you need like to invest mostly like 10 levels or more into rogue because you're gonna get the one thing it can't be, nobody else can be. Sneak attack guy. I'm sneak attack guy. And compared to the other rogues, you're the sneak attack guy who can throw a cantrip out or who can cast a spell here and there. That's your gimmick. Is it the best? I don't care. It's the best because nothing else has got that. And I've gotten comments that are like tangentially related to, actually, I don't know why you wouldn't just take actually, you know what? I don't want to say it. I don't want to quote it like everybody else. We all do this. We all do the silly voice. I don't want to do a silly voice. Genuinely, and I respect these comments like any other, someone comes around and says, why wouldn't you just be a mage or a wizard or whatever, and then like some levels of rogue? Because it's not the same thing. And not everybody plays this way, but like if you play a game and you say, I can't multi-class, well, I can. I know you can, and I'm not going to try and convince you, right? But I have more enjoyment playing the game, replaying the game in a way where, okay, I know I can multi-class, but let's see what it, like, what's the experience of not being able to multi-class a Arcane Trickster? How good is it? And the real metric for how good it is, can it beat honor mode, right? That's the only metric that should matter. Can it beat it? Was it good enough? And was it fun? And I've had more fun with Arcane Trickster than the 11th build of Extra Attack or Eldritch Blast or whatever the hell, right? And then I know how to mix it with something to make something really unique, right? I've talked about, you know, putting it with Warlock or something else like a monk, and it's just like, dang, this is not easy or quite frankly strong, but if I can beat the game with it, boy, did it feel cool. I'll beat the crap out of this thief. Watch, boom, bandit, get wrecked. Smash him, smash him. This is even like close to my final form. 50 damage already? Damn. We're smacking people and stunning them for 50 damage in this game. Give me your tooth. Give me your teeth. I want it. Old nugget, too much. Battle staff is another strategy where you can use bolster, which doubles damage for 1 magic point. And then you can crit, so it's quadruple damage. This is pretty crazy, but we're not doing that. I already beat this boss, right? I've been chatting, chat. Oh, what was I even highlighting? Momentum? Yeah, I mean, what I wanted to say here, I've already said, and surprisingly, a lot of things I just mentioned that seem unrelated. All, if you want to know anything, here's Garden's tips to life. Momentum. Momentum is such a powerful word, and I hate to be one of those guru channels right now, but I'll just play the role real quick. I wanted to talk about this because of what happened to my momentum, but just to throw it out there to have casual conversation. Momentum is a really big thing in just about everything. And as I said about brute forcing, if you can't figure something else out, the least you could do is brute force. And if you do it enough times, it's called momentum, right? You just build a habit and you do the thing over and over again. And you eventually just, by some strange magic, you get good at something. And everybody does it because they go get a day job and you're like a server or you're like a plumber or something. And it's just like, how did I get good at this? Because like you didn't make excuses, you just kept doing it and you brute forced it, and eventually like it's second nature and you can do it while sleeping, and that's just such a crazy beautiful thing. So the one thing you can hope and count for, but it's not easy to build momentum is what I'm getting at. It's crazy. I don't want to use the word hard, but it's just tough as nails. I don't know. Straight up Arcane Trickster Renaissance going on in the overall community. Really? Literally no one else can get Mage Hand Legerdemain. That's another thing too. So good call, Fish Sticks. By the way, what's up, Fish Stick? Until you know what makes it cool, you just won't get it. Yeah. That guy knows how to say it better than I do. Why did you play Righteous Fire in 2020 before it explodes meme? May. Beckon Bomptimus Prime. Become Beck Bonktimus. Sounds stupid, but positive feedback loops are real. Yes, it is. Odin calling it for what it is. It sounds stupid. There's a lot of things that sound stupid, or yeah, I get it. But do you really get it? Because if you don't do it, you don't really get it. And I've used the words in my dictionary, my stupid definitions. I use 2 different words. I use understanding and comprehension. I've always looked at it like that. And I might be using the wrong words to describe this. But I would describe it as, I understand, but I've never done it before. I read it in a book, but I don't actually know how to do it. If like, you know, when guys go like, I got that dog in me. If push came to shove, right? We've all joked about that. So like, I'll even say that. But you can get that real. If really things came down to it, the reason you know you can say that is because like you've done enough things and comprehend how they work that like even if you don't really understand it, like you've done things, you comprehend, like you have the experience, the wisdom or something in something. Wow, that sounded dumb, but yeah, you've done things that you have this comprehension level, and like you said, it's stupid, but it's a positive feedback loop that just, if you stop thinking about it and really just do it, and it builds on itself and it builds on itself. Like I find that kind of stuff fascinating, that you could literally, if I don't stop myself now, I will go into a very silly tangent talking about it. So I'll leave it there, but understand, you read about it in a book, good for you. You really don't know what you're talking about. Go do it and then get back to me. That's comprehension, right? And you really need both to master something, by the way. I'm not trying to put down understanding and book learning and all that. It's important too, but I always find this fascinating duality that if you don't do one and the other, you're actually really lacking. Or if you've ever asked yourself, am I hitting a brick wall? Am I not getting any further? It's like, well, try the other thing. You've done, now maybe study, or you've studied, maybe do, you know? Well, he's got a good item, right? Nah. What's this do? Agility, I don't need that. Def, magic power, no, agility. Right, intellect, I don't need that. Mighty sword, it's not any stronger. Hex staff can do poison cloud, I don't need that. Alright, leave that. Let's just fight the boss in here. I don't know, I love having conversations of this stuff. Sorry it's a little one way with chat and a streamer, but... Yeah, well, negative feedback loops are scary because they're what happens more naturally and subconsciously if you don't build positive feedback loops. There's no middle ground. Just add them to playlists, not to use them just because it might save someone else time and effort spent on it someday, and I find good enough reason. That's actually really good too. Steph's right about that. You can... Playlist is a pretty simple, like, tool you can use. Synonyms, and cinnamons. Words you've never heard, only read. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good example of it. Well, Steph puts it probably in the more proper way. Knowing and understanding, yeah. Difference between theory and practice. That's another way to put it. Theory is imagine. Most people lead lives of quiet desperation. Oh, so deep are you? Sounds like something I would say. If I could confess a little bit, I try to stay away from using the terminology most people, because I catch myself and I was like, that's such a habit I've had, and it's like I don't really know what I'm talking about. I didn't go on the streets and start like surveying, hey, do you have this belief or that belief? I always laugh at myself for doing something like that. Just like, nah, actually, I don't know what most people are doing. It's like with BG3, though, like, it's funny to hear, I don't know what people really think about Arcane Trickster or whatnot. I definitely have seen opinions from my own comments on, like, let's say Arcane Trickster, let's use that, because it's seemingly very not so popular, or at least it was. So it is, like, super surprising for something like Arcane Trickster to get attention. And I guess that makes sense, because, like, yeah, if a lot of people are experiencing what I did, which is, okay, I'm bored of, like, this class, but I love this game, what else you got? And then you end up stumbling on something like Arcane Trickster or just Rogue in general, and you start playing it, I think you'll appreciate it more than just, like, yeah, that class sucks. It's like, nah, none of the classes in this game suck. They're all freaking cool. I guess I'll shift over to BG3 content, by the way, since we're talking a little bit, touching on... I don't want to be here! I don't want to be in the freaking forest! I don't want to be in the forest! I want to get out of the forest, play the game, I want to chit-chat about BG3. Oh my gosh. Hey, a potion, though. That's good. Get me out of here. Oh, there we go, perfect. Let me grab another shark here. Whoa. Difference between... So 1 + 1 = 2. You can know it's the answer, but that doesn't mean you understand why it's the answer. Honestly, I've said this on stream before, so I agree with Steph here. And something like many people... Now this, I could say, most people don't know. Because it's like... I've seen the filtration process of going from Calculus 1 to Calculus 2 to Calculus 3. You can start with 200 people, and you will end up with, no joke, 15 people. I'm not even exaggerating there. If you've never seen something like that, it's actually kind of wild. You almost miss it if you don't look for it too. But what I was really saying is, somewhere along the line of learning that kind of stuff, you learn about proofing, math proofing. If anyone has ever done math proofing, you know what I'm talking about. It's sort of like, I wouldn't say it's a rite of passage, but it's also, it's definitely like you have to have seen this stuff to really know what the hell I'm talking about. But here's how I could distill it for you. So if you look at a triangle, the area of a triangle, right? I won't get too heady here, but it's 1/2 base times height is a formula that, any triangle, if you know these numbers, the base times the height times 1/2, you can get the area of that triangle. So if you're building like a project or something with wood, you can get the area you need if you need to know it. And you take that for granted because you're like, that is such a beautiful, amazing formula. That's not real. It's not a real formula. Or it is, it's very practical, but it's very generalized and approximate. And you would never know because it's in everyday settings, like it's good enough. It's just another one of those things that it's just how it works. Or it's like, it's good enough, so that's all we need to teach you. And you can carry on with your life, great. That's not how the formula works. And in fact, you have to use, I think it was limits. So in calculus, you have to learn about limits. Freaking, what is it? Wow, am I forgetting this? D and E, right? What is it? I'm forgetting all about freaking limits right now. What the hell? You know I don't want to do this crap. Derivatives and integration. There it is. DI and something else I'm forgetting there. But to keep all that short, you have to learn these things called limits. And then there's certain calculations you do, and they will give you the proof that you know, for the most part, that 1/2 times the base and the height, that's how you get a triangle. But that's like a super simplified, reduced down form of what the real formula is. And you'll never need to know it, thank goodness. But you'll need to know it if you want to prove that's what it is. And why would you want to have to prove that it is? Well, that's a whole nother conversation. But you have to learn that stuff. Yeah, so like I was saying, what I was getting at with Steph is like, yeah, just because you know 1 + 1 = 2, just like Steph was saying, it's like, doesn't mean like you understand it, right? And then there's a lot of theory videos out there for math and whatnot. And it's actually very fun to get into all that stuff if you're just searching it, you're just like thinking about it. I implore you, go check out how crazy that rabbit hole is. But what does that have to do with BG3? So this is something I want to talk about with everything. We've been having fun chit-chatting. BG3 content is not the point of my channel. I know that seems really obvious, but most people are here for BG3 content, and that's not a declaration I'm not going to make more content. Like I said, the momentum is actually, I'm not burnt out on BG3. This has been a question asked a few times now. I'm not burnt out on BG3. I would like to be streaming other games because that's really the point. And I was very, very blessed and fortunate to have stumbled on BG3 and literally want to and still want to make content for it. But when you kill the momentum, you kill like enthusiasm to be like, I don't really care about builds. Yeah, I want to make an answer battle guide, but is anyone going to watch it? These are the stupid things that crop up in your head that will stop you from, once you lose momentum, you don't get back on the train. And that's why you need like 0 reason to get started. You need every reason in the world to stop doing what you're doing. That's how it works. That's how the game works in any field. It sucks. I hate it. That's how it works. So I'm not burnt out on BG3. I really don't have enough time to do BG3 and then also do what I natively do, which is play video games or maybe have chats like this. And as we've pointed out, it's not why people come to my channel in the masses, right? Most people have subscribed and most of my videos have said like, oh, I stream BG3. And that's true. And I want to. I like BG3. And there's still a bunch of things I want to do on BG3. But I've had time to reflect how much do I really want to do on BG3? And even if it's not good for, well, I won't say not good, but it's not going to increase my channel as fast as BG3 did. Would I want to devote time to things like Silk Song, Hades, 30XX, Night Song, or what is it, Night Rain? I still want to play some Night Rain. I just never, I don't know. I don't get the time to play that. Night Rain's actually a little boring, to be honest. I like the game, but I don't think it's that addictive for me. Or I've just grown bored of games like that, which is a sad thing. Sad to admit. I'm still waiting for like a really crazy Souls type of game to come out. That's why Silk Song was very fun for me. I'm gonna save my skill points. I don't think I really need anything. I've already kind of like maxed this out, maxed that out. We just need to get a strong weapon in the offhand. This is a 9. Don't ask again, bro. Investigate. Ooh, the dark. Ooh, this is what I'm talking about. No. The dark sword is unique. But Orb 1 versus, yeah, this is an increase to my max damage, therefore big increase. Okay, so let's turn this stuff in. This guy's dead at 65 damage. Nice. What's this thing? 12 damage. Oh yeah. I don't even, we already. Alright, now we're up to 30 max damage. So that's 75, I think. Christ. I don't care about this thing anymore. Drop that to anything heavy. Got gold nuggets or nothing. Sort by size. Book of 1 mastery. You ain't using that. Orbs, that's gone. Cool. Alright, cool. Let's keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. What's this little spot here? Alright. So, in the meantime, though, for those here, look, we still have, I'm very impressed that I have 16 people watching, and I really appreciate that, by the way. Thanks for listening to blab and talking about the channel. Very self-indulgent. But, since I have a few of you here, I want to hear feedback, though. If you think, like, keep on rolling out BG3 videos, bro. I want to see more. You still have so many things I told you to. You should have made a video on this. Make a video. Make a tier list. Like, to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of tier lists, but a lot of comments have turned my opinion around on them because it's come from your end, not my end. I'm not interested in saying this is the best or this is S-class, but I'm fascinated the way it's been described to me. I'm interested, and it's fun for me to hear your opinion, and you're using it as a sort of like mechanism to just talk about the usefulness or not usefulness of, say, Cloud of Daggers versus Cloud Kill or whatever, right? Like, and I was like, you know what? That's one of those times I gotta give it up. Like, my ego is getting in the way of making something that someone would enjoy. Just do it. Like, but I'm like, I don't know. Does anybody really care about watching that? So, I mean, would someone watch me? I mean, of course, people are gonna watch stupid tier videos, but I mean, do you think it as stupid, or do you want to be like, Carson, you're stupid? I want to read this. Night Rain. Hold on. Lord Corvo, I appreciate you and the amount of effort you put in the phenomenal. Dude, I appreciate that, because you're being too kind to me, but I'm glad you appreciate it. I won't take that too lightly, so I'll just say thank you for saying it. And if you think it's educational and whatnot, I do want to keep pumping out stuff like that. I hope that I can adapt it for other games I'm interested in, but if you think I should still keep putting out some good BG3 stuff, let me know what I should be talking about. Because sometimes I'm not fascinated anymore with, like, I get my moments where I'm just bored of like this build and I can't think of anything new or creative. There isn't that arcane trickster anymore. There's not those simple things I haven't tried before. So I have to make some of the stuff up where I'm like, is this fascinating? Oh, I really like this, this paladin archer is really cool. But then I lose, like, I've already played them. So now I'm not fired up about it. But then I get fired up when someone's like, I want to see, can you show me what it's like to play, like, you know, this kind of monk? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll show you. And then I go, wow, I would have never stumbled on this if you didn't recommend it. So thank you, Lord Corvo. Lord, my Lord. Now smack that. Get out of here, Imp. Talking to Lord Corvo. I remember you used to play Warframe, and the YouTubers who make videos for Warframe are stuck doing only that, and you can tell how sick they are of the game. And I don't want that, because I'm grateful that there's enough people watching and they say, you're cool. Well, I don't want to go that far. But, like, I'm here for you, and that's awesome. But, like, okay, the thing you're here for is me. What am I doing that is appealing? I'm going to keep doing that, not just because of you, but like I want to find, I'm so fascinated genuinely about like that middle ground of how can I really do what I want to do on this platform, but like I get to hone in on like how it connects with you or whatnot. Like, so it's, having a chat like this is super productive for me. Like I don't get to just live in a vacuum or an echo chamber. I want to be like, I want to spread my wings and fly around and visit little islands. So you guys are like the islands, and I go, what's up? And you're like, oh my god. I have such a stupid way of thinking about it, but Night Ring got boring. Last time I played it was someone had released, save, and relic edit. Oh, no, that breaks the fun for me. At least for me it was. I was saying that most of what I know creator growth is from the videos I watched about it and the ones I thought could be possible use for content creators to even play. Oh, okay. You'd be interested in some of them, learn from them. I mean, on any of my videos or like a recent video, if you want to drop a comment that has like a playlist or something like that, I can't guarantee watching it or whatnot, but if it's the stuff that you've already been like saving up for your own knowledge, I don't want you to go out of your way to provide something for me. But if it's something you want to share, like you've already been watching a playlist of stuff, like, I mean, to be realistic, I'm not going to sit there and be like, yeah, sure. I'll be real with myself. I will just kind of like brazenly go 1 minute of watching this or skip around. Like, I have a bad habit of just sort of like zipping through certain YouTube videos only because I've watched so much content, and like I see way too many patterns that unfortunately that will obviously be, that's not a good thing, by the way. That's a bad habit. But yeah, like I will end up inevitably sort of brazenly just passing through really good content just because I was just like, yeah, whatever. It's like, or my own quirks that I kind of judge myself for. Like I said earlier, I don't want to throw sponsorships in your face. I have to have ads out of YouTube's system because unlike this stream, you know, I don't want to have a casual conversation stream like this and be like, here's an ad. I have control over it. Whether you knew this or not, I have control over ads, but it's a real thing you have to do. But I feel like the commercial things or premium members or ad block, you have control over that, you know, and I give you that control. I got to do this, but I understand you want to do it that way. Cool. And then I have Twitch and YouTube now, so I try to improve both of those in a way that like now it's even more convenient for you. But the other side of it is like, I'm losing my train of thought there. Yeah. There's so many channels that I have to look in the mirror when I say this. I do apply this to myself, but I watch other videos and I go, I have never watched your channel before, and within the first 30 seconds, you're already telling me slam the like button, this, or you're telling coffee. Coffee is the most annoying thing. I almost want to sell coffee on my channel just as a parody, and it's not real, and it's just a link to my membership because I hate seeing coffee. I don't care about your coffee. I'm not going to support your channel with coffee. I get it, but also I don't get it. Like, you got anything else you want to throw my way? Because I ain't buying your coffee. It's like, so I don't want my channel to talk about arrogance and ego, but am I wrong? I don't care about your coffee. And I don't want my videos to be like, by the way, real quick, before we get into the real reason why you're here, here's my coffee. If I ever sell coffee and it's not a joke, you can throw this back in my face. Somebody's going to clip it, by all means. And I'll be like, son of a, I hate my past self. Why did I make that clip? Who's this? Real Jack? Oh, did it pop out again? No, it's good. Too much with D2. Legality rules? Which one is this? Best 8 int wizards? as a variety streamer, but I think it'd be better in the long. I think so too, Odin. But like, it's the thing. Like, I don't want to treat BG3 as my piggyback, and I have to do it. I have to do it. I want to treat it as, you know what? I genuinely had fun, and with the people it has attracted who have stayed for me, like, I'll keep doing it. But like, I have to really know that I'm turning on a BG3 stream like this. Dude, when we did, you want to know the funniest thing? I talked about this. I just really want to talk about the goblin, you know, dick, right? That came out wrong. You know what I meant. Shut up. All right, so the goblin run, the Zeros to Heroes 2, was downright one of the funniest streams. I've said this before, but there were times like midway, I was like, all right, I'm a little sick of this run. I'll confess to that. I don't hate that run. I didn't get on like begrudgingly or anything, but I was like, there's so many builds I want to do, and this is more of a gimmick run, and it's fascinating at first, but at a certain point, it's like, okay, I kind of want to get on to the next like cool builds or something. And like every time I said that to myself, I hopped on the stream because I was like, well, I don't just do things and not finish it, right? Like, I guaranteed want to finish the Zeros to Heroes run, do or die, right? So I get on, I do Act 2 or something. I think it was around Act 2. I was like just getting a little frustrated because it's like, realistically, how much more do we have of this, right? And yet, every stream I did that run, I was laughing my butt off. That was one of the funniest runs because the zaniest stuff would happen to that party. And I was like, what am I playing? What is this? So stupid. And I genuinely was losing my crap once we got to Act 3 and certain things like, I'll never forget Saravok. Saravok was the funniest thing, in my opinion, during that run. That was the stupidest. And to this day is the best Saravok I ever killed. But that was like, what the fuck? BG3 is getting more views, but it's also very much into a bit of a niche. Yeah, it's like a competitive one. I don't even care. I've said this before, by the way, on this note. I'll start a fight with anybody in the BG3 community for the sake of having fun, because I don't watch anybody in the BG3 community. I don't think everyone even knows me. Obviously, I'm not the biggest channel, but like, I'll start a fight with them and they'll think I'm so super serious, and then you can clip this and be like, this guy's trolling you. He's just trolling you. He's bored. He just wants to, if he's going to be in the space, he's just going to make noise and do his own thing. That's why I said, if you want to see content of like tier videos or whatnot, I know way too much about that game at this point through playing it, through brute forcing it, through having fun with it, because I wanted to be there, because I did runs like Zeros to Heroes. The stupidest, silliest things have happened unintentionally. Oh, I could have never anticipated that. Nice segue between those 2 points. Throwing wide ideas. What about a let's play, a true let's play, almost like a book club where we all trying a BG3 adjacent game together? I don't know. I mean, I like ideas like that. Forgot the explanation about why I have a bunch of playlists. Oh, I apologize. Going variety makes more sense. Breaking out of the niche. I mean, it's kind of like chicken before the egg anyway. Like, this channel is not even variety. It's just Carson channel. It's just me. There's actually what I'll be talking about towards the end of this, but the biggest content I actually want to make on this channel is a lot heavier, not like a real world heavier, more like I want to make original content, not just like video game or replays or commentary or whatever. Whoops. I do it with class too, like burping into the mic. Do it with class. You know what I like about Carson? He's classy. He gets on there and he's just a gentleman. Says things like burp. Look at this. I like his hand patterns. Look at that. These are like real wizardy. A real wizard right there. A real dead wizard, but a not real one nonetheless. Avoid. Did I get everything in here? Did I fight the boss? I don't think I did. I gotta backtrack. I also didn't take that potion, but we're good. I'm beating the crap out of everything now. Hiya, hiya. Did my rate? Oh, that was a crit. A crit for like 56. Yeah, I don't think I fought the boss in here. Hold on. I am playing a game. I am paying attention to the game I'm playing. It may seem trivial, because it is, but smacking these skelly wizards. Don't you drop ice cubes on me. I'll tell you, that helmet though gave me bandage. Bandage gives you like some percentage of your HP back every combat. I think it's broken. I don't think you get bandage on... no, you don't. Yeah, okay, I did go the wrong way. Or not the wrong way, but there's another section. Beat him up. Kapow. Okay, kapow. Kill that guy. Got it. That's how we do it. Get them critical hits. Where's the boss fight? Did I already... I don't even know. Yeah, I did do the boss fight. Man, I was not paying attention. Okay. Approach. Oh, that's what I was looking for. The little guy. Ooh! Dark Axe. Look at this insane heavy damage. And we need 30 strength, but we need level 17. Alright. Bought. So level 17. We're almost there. Not really, but Dark Axe is the end game weapon we were looking for. So that means we do 30 times 2. We got 60 and then 75. So right off the riff, that would be adding, or not adding, but a potential. Let's cry. Oh, 5 strength. 3 strength, swap it out. Okay, keep bumping the strength up. Yeah, let's get out of here. All right, skedaddle. All right. We're in town, right? Nope. Pause this for a second. Kill that zombie. 75, 90 damage, holy moly. We can make it stronger. Alright, so let me drop this off, don't need that. And don't. Okay. Any Dark Axes? No. Quest? No. Alright. So, CRPGs I'll mention in just a moment. Cliche, but doing what you enjoy shows. So if you play something else, the same thing brings joy. Yes! Well, thank you. I think it shows too, because I've always enjoyed other streams before doing this, where I could tell when someone couldn't, it's just frustrating for them. They're like, I don't really want to do this, but I commended that they always push through. But yeah, I don't think in the long run it helps. Been playing meme setups for the past couple days with the random loot mod. Random loot mod sounds interesting too. I should do one of those. Would be rad that a game had voice acting. I'll make the voice act. I'll do all the voice. You would probably enjoy the Rage Hard at Wizard. Enjoy Rage Hard at Wizard. Wizardry 8. Excellent game. Not familiar with that. Disco Elysium, I've heard things about, and I have no idea about it. Disco Elysium. So I'll be interested. They already exist for no reason. You might as well use one if you want to. Oh, okay. Public and the link. Okay. Then I'll try and click on yours after the stream. Let's take a look at that. But thank you. Future BG3 is the base game story. It's whatever things like Trials of Tav morph into. You know what's funny though? A lot of content, and this goes for a lot of games, the biggest content for most games, unless they're outright PvP based, is talking about the story, or talking about the characters, or talking about this. And I'm the exact opposite when it comes to a game like BG3. So I'm not looking for it, and I'm not very surprised if like I don't get the most of that viewer base, if you get what I'm saying. And I'm not interested to try and grab that viewer base. I'll give you a pretty direct example. Would you say a channel like maybe Chase the Bro, who does PvP invasion content on Dark Souls, he's doing that kind of Dark Souls content, Elden Ring content. Do you think that gets more viewer base than Vati Video, who is a lore channel? He comes up with theories or tries to connect the dots of the lore, right? Of Dark Souls, of Elden Ring, right? So he's obviously not monopolized, but very much capitalized, like made that his brand. And then you could say there's a lot of factors that draws people in and keeps them there, like his personality or his voice or something. I've heard mixed things, right? Like, oh, I like his voice, or oh, he's good at telling stories, or. But why you started going to him is because you like Dark Souls, you like the lore, you want to know more about it, you want ideas, you want theories. Which one out of the two gets the most channels, right? As last time I checked, it could be wrong, maybe it's a bad example, but a lot of times you'll see the Vati Video is going to get, not the Chase Bro. Chase Bro, still popular, but that guy did a lot of invasions and streams and stuff before he got his moment of big channel success, or as big as he is now. He's still pumping. He still pumps out videos daily. Like he's a worker. That's something I've always respected about Chase. Is I've watched his channel and I always from the sidelines went, that guy is inspiring me because he works. He works on his channel. He just keeps going, bro. Good for him. Garson Elysium. Yeah, maybe it is time we should start doing like Trials of Tav. Too many Dark Souls mods content. Is there? I've been like out of a lot of that stuff. The necktie, really? Watch the Seth video on Wiz8 sold me. Oh, okay. If they're actually like playing what they're playing. I think most people can, but yeah, it definitely shines, doesn't it? Read again. You want to kill the notes? I can kill the notes. We've talked a little bit about all this stuff, so. Oh, that's kind of funny. I was talking about the health bar and stuff earlier. Make an offering. I'm probably going to wrap up this run anyway, because I'm somewhat overpowered. Watch this, kaboom. I'm almost doing full HP to these end game guys. Kill this boss in like a couple of magic. Dun, dun. Light the beacon. Beat the crap out of this guy. My name is Beryl Mergorn. Oh my God! Oh God! Stop it! Stop it! Don't hit me! No! I've only barely got one hit in. No! Don't kill me! No! Okay, killed that boss. And Mergle. Actually, is this decent? It's a honeycomb or something. Keen's actually good, but I've already leveled up enough. Keen will give me more stat points per level, but that's dependent on how many levels I have. Huh? If I get it later, it doesn't really matter. Increase damage for every blue glowing monolith versus increases all stats for each cursed item. Oh, okay, I had these confused. I thought I had this already. Don't need that thing. That's the thing I actually thought I had. That's a really good thing to get, because I'm always going to light up these monoliths right here. These guys. Kill him. Click it. Look at that. 102 now. Holy moly. We're not even using dark axes yet. What the? Never too many Dark Souls mods. Oh, there's never too many. A goblin just bugged out, hopping straight up and down like, you're not getting away from me. Talk to the enchanter. It's the only thing you want to enchant every single time I find an enchanter. They're like, you want to enchant them boots? No. All right, you come on back when you want to enchant them boots. Okay. Hey, I can pass this quest now. Wait. I feel like this one song has been played. Wait a minute. Go to the next one. Perfect. I can't actually hear the music too well, so I wonder how long that was going on for. You can tell me. Maybe you did tell me. I didn't read it. My bad. Can you like change the song? You're killing me. Kingsway music. Literally the music of the gods. Some dope stuff here. Alright, that's a 7. We're at 12 max damage. This thing has been growing in max damage, so it's getting stronger. What about this guy? Nothing. All these suck. Okay. Let's go in this cave. Oh, right there, huh? Wow. Check items. Take this. Take the book. Take that. Did I get enough of this that I can use this? Nah, I need more knowledge. More arcane knowledge. Open. Use this. War axe, not as strong. Greater heal, don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. And like, haven't used my gold this whole time, basically. I'm just too strong. Oink. You're dead. Boom. Yeah, this one's it's good. There's a banger right here. I gotta find the little demon guy. In dungeons and caves, you can find a little demon guy. No matter what, it's guaranteed. But you gotta go through all the little spots on the ground. If you find the little demon guy, he becomes a shop. Where he like sells you stuff. If you don't scare him away or whatever. So, if you find him, he sells like Dark Axe, Apocalypse Staff, like some of the most broken stuff in this game. Giving out the real Kingsway tips and tricks here. There he is. Okay. So he didn't have the Dark Axe that I wanted. But, let's see. 10 strength? Hell yeah, we're done. Purchase. Finally upgrade my boots here. I have a few videos, like a handful of videos on this game way back on the channel. Alright, let's see. Oh. Would you ever want to run a poll at the end of Steam? Yeah, Steam. Of stream. See which game to play next. Like, pick 3 you would like and viewers influence. That's actually a really good idea, and I would like that. They would have to be like from a pile of stuff I want to play or I'm interested in. And that's kind of why I recommend, or I propose, like, should I play Silk Song, for instance? So I think that's a good idea. And yes, simple answer would be, for the most part, yes. Let's drop stuff off here. Yeah, I'm trying to get caught up real quick on chat. Ah, yes. Try the virtual keyboard on Xbox with one controller. 33 is a good suggestion, because I have it already, but I never ended up playing it, and the reason I didn't play it is because I wanted to get it, and then be like, let's play this on stream. That way we can experience it together. But like, this is why I said I wasn't burnt out on BG3, like I just kept playing BG3, like, oh, I don't know, let's just play this, oh, I don't know, let's play this. Yeah, I now finally spoiled myself a bit. It's gotten really good reception too, and I've purposely not looked things up because I'm like, well, I'll play it eventually, I think, hopefully. I like to believe, but I have it, I own it. You know what's weird, and I'm very much on board with screw Gearbox and screw Borderlands 4, but I do like Borderlands 1 and 2, and I almost want to play Borderlands 4. But then I heard of the technical problems, so screw whatever your opinion is of Gearbox for a second. I potentially wanted to play it and play it on stream, and then and I could care less on the viewership there. I'd be playing what I want to play. But the problem with it is it sounded like it's gonna run like poo-poo, or I'm gonna be hating like something about it. 3, I never played because I got turned off like with some of the those who know, they know. But I didn't play that game to completion. But maybe I give another whack at it. Maybe it's maybe I was overhyping or like over hating it. I just know that I like 1 probably the most, which is funny because I used to like 2 the most. I thought 2 had a better like structure, narrative, gunplay, but I think I actually like 1 more because it's more distilled. It's more like gets to the point, and maybe I'm nostalgic for it. And no, don't need this. Hello, hello. We're about to level here. I guess I'll go fight the demon or whatever. But wait. We gotta get to level 17 to use that dark axe. For real though? I thought I found some of these like... I don't know. I thought I found one that like had a requirement of 13 or something. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, this song's a banger. Actually, let's raise agility for a second. I don't think you get keen on this guy. Yeah, we don't get keen. And I don't need anything else. Although I could start maxing out my damage with Sword Mastery. We have 8 skill points right now. Should probably be using them. There's the Ancient Book. I have to find 1 more dungeon then. Okay, so we'll find 1 more dungeon and then I'll go for the end game. Summon Demon, sure. Okay, I don't have room, fine. Mighty Battle Axe. None of these are stronger than mine. Crushing it. Smashing it. Well, my question was, should I put out more BG3 content? Because otherwise I will put more time in editing or maybe just, you know, recording. Here's a video on Silksong. And there's like every opinion about Silksong by now, so my video would just be different by being like, yeah, here's me being stupid and my game got turned into a challenge run. So I would just take my stream footage and talk over it. Which is fine. I probably should be doing stuff like that more often now. But also like, I figured I'd use this to ask like, are there topics that want to be covered, or you guys wouldn't mind silly stuff like tier list or whatever? Or maybe I'll make a parody of tier lists. I don't know. But BG3 content in terms of videos has, because I lost so much momentum from everything that's happened, like I don't have that burning passion, nor do I have that habit of getting up and just making a video about a topic. So like I would either need to know people want to see something specifically, or I'd be like, I don't know, just make silly content just to do it, just to be like, yeah, just do it, bro. Just shut up and do it, Carson. All right, I want to go. We gotta find a dungeon. Hawk interested. You want my? Yeah, you can take that. I don't need that horse toy. There's the boss fight in the dungeon. Smack this. 110. Holy moly. Smack. Boom. Oh, wait, I can turn this in now. Hooray. Hooray. Yeah. 8-bit One Piece. Solid idea and lost it. Same with me. What's up, Nadira? Worried about this Y2K thing. Is it going to end us? Yes. BL44, I'd say see if you can get a free code. Sounds like Okay. This game's interface is an unholy abomination of BIOS, Solaris, and Windows 95. I mean, the point of it is to look like an old Windows kind of game. 30 other playlists too, mostly from software playlists. AI reaction to other backup. They're all public. Longer form video of you talking over Skong footage. What do you want me to talk about in Skong though? Because I always get self-conscious about like, I don't make review videos, and I don't know, like the one unique experience I could talk about is how to do that challenge gauntlet with no upgrade. If I say no, will you do more Dark Souls? You want me to do more Dark Souls? I can make stuff about some Dark Souls 3 or whatnot, but my opinions on Skong, considering how you played it. My idea for a Skong video, a single Skong video, was basically clickbait, title and thumbnail that says, I hate this game, or something other. I'm just gonna give you the flat out like thought process. So we start with a title and a thumbnail that clickbait, you're triggered, you come in to correct me and say, no, actually the game's really good, but sure, tell me why, Garson, person I've never watched your videos of, why is this a bad video game? And so I start with, okay, it was all going good, and then I got to part 2, and then I can't beat this part, and I spent 13.5 hours, which you can go painstakingly watch on stream. And then if you actually even bothered to watch those streams, or you were there, you would know I was laughing about it, or I was like dead focused on like being stubborn, so like it was literally my fault. So the big joke is just I'm an idiot, and of course like I didn't have a good time with my stubbornness, not the game, right? So I intentionally beat that thing after 13.5 hours and 2 streams. I broke that thing I broke its back over my knee, right? I went Reaper mode on that thing, okay? Which, yeah, when Goofy, I don't know, I think it was Odin or somebody, he put it best. It was like Goofy Farmer Man or something. Oh, I don't know. I get to that state where I just don't. I'm gone, bro. But like, that's why I knew I could beat it. I was like, I don't care how bad I am at this game, I will beat this. That's how we got there. And the video would just be me like unapologetically was just bashing it. Like, why would you make a game where I can't, everything's going fine and then I can't kill things? Like, what happened? Why? Is it supposed to be good? Like, did I get it wrong? I'd be asking dumb questions too that I know aren't true. I'd just be trolling. 2 BG3 streams a week while diversifying other games. Trials of Tab multiplayer. Party limit remover mod. I'm here for silly and different. You do you, boo boo. Like, Win 3.1. Especially Dark Souls mod. Yeah, actually, I that's a good recommendation, because I told you I wanted to revisit that. What is it? Hollow Edition or something? It was the Bloodborne inspired mod. That seems cool. I want to go back to see that. Like what from what I remember versus what it is now would be freaking wild. Stunned. I mean, my greatest like accomplishment would just be I made a stream where people want to come and just hang and have a good time, and it's okay that we're not. Oh, did I just give that up? Oh, okay, whatever. I still beat the crap out of it. That was actually a big thing I lost. That's why I don't click on that. Oh man, I just lost my amulet thingy. Oh, now I have to kill things a little less good. And we were revving up. Close to a level. There's a lot of bandits. What the? There's also what's the progress on Arch Thrones? How far along is that? There's another horse toy. What? Why would I even receive that? I've actually never seen where you get that quest item twice. So if I sell it, I can actually get it later. That's crazy. All right, watch this guy. He just dies. Die. 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 2 more casts, and you're dead. All right. That's a boss, by the way. So, kind of silly. You can cast Fireball 4 with this? That's actually pretty crazy. Go from not casting... Wait. What's that endgame? 17 damage? 12 damage. Oh my god. But then again, if I had Sword Mastery, I would meet that. So it's not necessarily as strong. And yeah, I guess I'll just... What's this charm do? I don't want that. I was about to just equip that, and I realized I actually don't want that. Enemies fight you more. Nah, I'm good, bro. I guess I'll just sell his nonsense. I don't need that. Greatsword. Don't need it. Go here. Bam. Let's go in here. Beat up Goat Man. He's the goat, man. He's the goat. Did I mention I finished Tokyo Ghoul? Can I do a quick Tokyo Ghoul review? Are we cool with that? I'm actually asking a question. You don't get an answer. But yeah, go ahead. Tell me if it's cool if I can review Tokyo Ghoul real quick. I'll do it one way or another. It doesn't matter. I don't think anybody watching right now is even like tangentially related to Tokyo Ghoul. What I'm gonna do right now is get Sword Mastery and max it out. Alright, now we have stupid damage. So if we're at a basically 50 damage, we will be doing 150 damage when I slam my strong attack. That's crazy. That's why I said this build starts doing some, or even early on, this build does some absurd damage, and it's super cost efficient. Approach this. Oh, this song's actually like legendary. Oh wow! Right when I get Sword Mastery, like holding out on it, it's like, hey, by the way, here's your second Dark Axe. Okay, you cannot do better than this, effectively speaking. So 2 Dark Axes. This one 17. All right, one more level and we like boost to some absurd damage. This is a 14 plus a 5, so 19 max damage, and a 12 plus 5, so a 17 max damage. So yeah, we'll be going up to 30 max damage. 30 max damage is monstrous. I want to do celebrity Isekai runs. Like, what would Albert Einstein and Britney Spears do if they end up in a duo? What the? Hollow overhaul mod. Arch runs is pretty much done last I saw. Is that true? The demo, which is okay, it's only the first 1/3 of Arch runs. Okay, that is mixed information. I think Steph's pretty on top of it though, so you bought a game on Steam. I haven't played a lot recently, but the devs are cool and wanted to support them. That's pretty cool of you. I've done that with 2 like indie Souls type of games. We might have to play it on stream because I didn't really play them too much, but I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Start an obscure game series where you play a game for like 6 hours and make a super cut review hybrid of stream playing said game. That's not a bad idea. Warlock Dip, HP, Melee Glambard with medium armor plus shield. A1 is amazing. In Act 1. So, Melee Glambard with medium armor plus a shield. With a Warlock Dip, Hexblade. So just the 1 level, I'm assuming. Glambard. But they're lately releasing videos in endgame areas. Okay, so you're thinking maybe in the next, like in a little bit, like recently they'll actually they're getting hype built so that they can finish Arch Throne. At least that's the way I'm interpreting it or assuming it. Evil Spear Lady. EK in this case. He's going axe. Yeah, I just got like I just got the axes, the weapons you want to go for, and I think I can learn axe mastery, but I don't know if it applies to these. If it does, it just brings them up. It brings their max damage from 30 to 35, which is 2.5 times of that is like Plus my strength is 64 now, so strength has a weird, pretty basic calculation of like just adding. I think it adds to the high end, and then it adds to the low end, and then it skips a level. Some of the calculations in this game are a little, like, whatever. Look at that, 118 already. Boom. I should have just done another one here. Smack that guy. Oh, this is a strong skill. Alright, now I am glowing. I'm fully connected to the cosmos. That later. I won't use this yet. Bell of whatever. I'll just take that. Scroll of healing, sure. Roll ring. I gotta get the box over here. So 118. Avoid, avoid, avoid. All this pop-up spam. I should have got ad block. Open. I will likely do another stream like this where we play something like this or similar. If you like Kingsway, let me know. I really like this game, but I don't. It's definitely not a game people want to watch per se, but it's definitely a good little vessel to just sit here and talk about anything other than itself. This game is pretty fun though. Ow. Smack this guy. Smack. Alright, we completed all the dungeons. I'm now glowing, which means I can go to the real final boss. I will turn in my stuff. I need one more level to be absolutely like cataclysmic level of destruction. And, well, I mean, that sword just upgraded, but whatever. Something I wish... Okay, this game does something really cool. Just talking about Kingsway for a second. This game does actually something really cool for roguelikes that I don't see in other games. And I know possibly other games have this feature, but let's say when I complete this run, whether I die or I finish it, let's say I want to take this Broggett's helm, Brogue Swim, whatever, this helm. I can take one item I'm currently equipped with, not in my bags, but I'm equipped with. So if I wanted this helm, I could take it whether I lose the run or I win the run. I can store it to use on another run. And then I'm allowed to bring as many things as I want. So if I stored up like 10 items from 10 different runs, I could bring all of them into that run, which is actually really cool and can lead to some really unique builds based on your class you choose and whatever. And this is something why like I keep replaying this game. There's just, I don't find games that do stuff like this. Like it has some really great features for roguelikes that make me want to replay and then give me like the ability to do very unique runs or unique builds. Some are just like outright OP, but some lead to like very unique like play styles. Like, oh, I can't do that without this specific item on a replay starting from level 4. I can use this item. Like, that's cool as hell. I wish more games did stuff like did that. And then even cooler than that, although not initially cool, but I've learned to appreciate it. If I take 10 items into that run, if I want to keep all of them, I can't. So whether I win or lose that run, that's a one-time experience. You're going to have to go get those 10 items to bring into that run to do that unique build. And you're only taking one of those pieces back home with you, if that, right? Because you might find something cooler. I'm like, this is a crazy game. Like, if you really look at its details. Liza P's the demos, more new content than some full game. Wow. Bard, Arcane Trickster main, plus Death Domain, Wizard, Karlach. Wizard Dip with the Death Domain, really. He's 2 spooters. 2 spooters! Big streamers did 10 to 15 hours to complete the demo. I feel like something like Archstones, I won't feel compelled to like finish it fast. I'd want to, if it's good, I want to just like eat it all up, take my time with it. ER weapon mods seem pretty fun. But how will Shinobi Great Katana? That's got to be crazy. You're stuck on console, damn. VTubers do just chatting streams all the time and track lots of. That's true. One day we'll be freed from our virtual shackles. Yeah. Oh, PC's a little weird though, because PC has tons of benefits, but the biggest problem is technically cost, but then also acclimation. And if you're really not making the use of your PC, then really why do you get one? You should really just stay on console. And that's not an insult. I think it's very easy to get an opinion that's like, nah, PC's way better. Like, yeah, I kind of think objectively PC is better for sure, but it's also like PC has always been do more work to do the things you could have just done on console. You know, there's a trade-off in a lot of things in life, so it's funny to see it in something as simple as like video games. Or look at everybody getting pissy about Nintendo. I'm not gonna open that can of worms, but it's funny that Nintendo in and of itself is its own little like what do you call that? Like ecosystem, right? At the end of the day, it's just another console with its own limitations, but man, definitely has its own vibe to it. It's still funny to get on the eShop on my Switch and be like, wait, this is so slow. Like, I hear that, but it actually is very slow. Like, without a doubt, it's very slow. Okay, the secret here is you use these books when you have all the knowledge, or you have all the thingamabobs. And then this turns that gate right there to the final battle. Alright, let's see how fast I kill these endgame shadowy things. 122 damage, couple of normal attacks. Pretty strong, right? I kill the skeleton with 72 health, 122 damage, okay? And it's always fixed damage because it's taking this and multiplying it from... Here's what's going on here. Slightly slower, but it deals 250 of max damage, so 49 times 2, and then 50% more, right? So that would be almost 25 more. So yeah, it's getting around as well. It's right there. It's 122 damage. So what's crazy is the 122 damage is coming from dual wield. You get 100% damage of your offhand sword. So that's this 15 plus my strength leads up to 49. That's what's going on there, right? So if I took this off, I drop considerable amount. Hold on. Pick it. Here we go. Just try to sort this out for a second. Really? Okay, whatever. You'll see the difference in just a moment. So obviously I'm getting full damage from this weapon. And let's just compare these two types of weapons, right? If I'm going to swap out two axes with a max damage of 30 damage versus 12, even with the sword mastery bumping it up plus 5. So it's actually like a 17 there, right? So 17 versus 30, that's how big the gap is. Watch what happens. So we're at a max of 49. Boom, 62. Boom, 78. Now I take 78 times 250, like with the 250%. That's nutty. So we hit that skeleton for 122 damage. Let's go fight another shadow. Let's see how much damage we're doing now. Here's a skeleton. Ready? 195. And like, for context here, these shadow guys that show up, these are endgame fights, right? So I killed them in almost one hit. That's crazy. This attack stuns, and then I can lead up with a normal attack. A normal attack doing at least 25 damage. So crazy. And this costs only 2 magic. I have 1, 2, 3, at least 3 potions to fill it up. We're gonna go to the hidden end game. crazy. I'm gonna smack this 214 demon, and he's dead. It's just like that. Booty, booty, booty. Booty, booty, booty. We gotta do some like Pokemon Showdown streams too. Show you how bad I am at Pokemon. Competitive singles. I don't want to fight a skeleton. Get out of here. Is that what this does? I don't want to fight skeletons. Go away. So if I wanted to be overly prepared, I would go then buy like 1 million of these potions that give me my blue bar back. But I'm maxed out for the most part. And I wonder, okay, let's take a look at the damage again. How much am I doing? 195? So I do 195. And this guy needs another smack. Oh, damn, crit. Okay. So I have plenty of skill points. Let's see if Axe Mastery actually adds to this. So this will add, for every level, I get 1 more damage added to minimum and maximum for axes. So I have axes. So this just raised my damage even farther. So it does apply. Sometimes it's finicky on what an axe is. It says axe in the name, it should work. And then watch this guy. 216, you're dead. Boom. Oh, 208. I thought I would kill. Damn. Wow. That's some damage. We went from 195 to 208. Same cost. Straight upgrade. Where is the exit? I wonder. Search. I'll take that. Actually, yeah. I'll take this. There's the exit. Where's the Eldritch Horror I gotta kill? This is like Doom Guy level, where you're like so impossibly strong that you're gonna go up to an Eldritch Horror and just smack him in the face. Oh, please don't murder me. Search. Take that. Don't care. Grab it. Go around the way. Alright, this is... I think this is it. Hey, don't give me that crap. I have to level up too. So 18. We don't need the level. Okay, if you want to get me the level, that's fine. 208, you're dead. Oh. Strength. Approach. Boom. Care about Nintendo games, not Nintendo. Won't waste time on. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Steph. People that play Skyrim on console got screwed until Special Edition came out, which I think was cool, right? Skyrim Special Edition gave you like its own little, sort of like BG3 has its own mod, in-game thing. Unofficial Skyrim patch. I didn't play that edition. So did the unofficial Skyrim patch end up becoming something sort of pseudo-official? Played Oblivion so much before it couldn't remaster. Could not with a remaster. Refused to buy Skyrim for the 5th time. Todd, stop asking. He's not asking. That's the thing. Stop asking me, Todd. I moved to PC after I softlocked myself in Oblivion, killing NPC. Yeah, and yeah, I agree with May. So, you don't need 5K to play a good PC or anything like that. But PC is objectively more expensive. And then, on PC, you kind of take it for granted. Because you're like, oh, if you really thought about everything you have to get used to. I know a lot of people already know how to use a computer, but the way you're going to use a computer to play gaming, and then there's the things you can do, the things that people brag that they can do on gaming with a PC is not outright like intuitive or straightforward. And there's a lot of stuff out there that makes it so much easier, and it's even still then like you take it for granted. To fight, let's attack. All right, this guy has a 17, 19, Ready? He's just gonna die. He's just gonna die. I am the ultimate secret boss of the game, and you just smack me with your heavy attacks, and I die. GG's. Not even enough time to send in your homie. There you go. Nothing found. That's cool. Take the crown. Equip the crown. Uh-oh. I do like how this game ends with the secret ending. Look at that. You get a blue screen. I am the Cosmos ruler. So this is what I'm saying. Once you beat it or you die or you beat it, you can go in and say, this adventure has ended. Do you want it to be removed? You say, okay. You can take anything that was equipped, like the Dark Axe, and you can save it for the next run. So if you want to start another character, you can go into that run with the Dark Axe, but, you know, it had a level 17 requirement, which is pretty crazy. Kingsway. But obviously the stream wasn't about Kingsway. I just appreciate you guys watching, chilling with me. Let me get caught up all the way with some chat here. Just a mod a lot of people used. Modder had a melty about you pirated it, re. Do you want me to read that? You pirated it, re! When people asked him for the VR version of the mod, he hid all older versions of the mod so people couldn't get the VR one. Wow. Melty's about lots of things. I mean, not in his defense, but the guy worked on it. You know, it's technically, in a lot of ways, it's his work, you know, has a lot of respect for himself. But ironically, whenever you're making mods, and this might just be like old school modding, right? You weren't really expecting anything out of modding other than I made this for you to enjoy. So I could see why there's a clash there. Quintupled down on it? Dang. That's what I want on my channel. I wanna role play a meltdown. Just break down. Just, but I want to do it over something retarded. Alex banned his butt. Down the rabbit hole. Skyrim unofficial. Oh, there's a down the rabbit hole video on it? That's like full on making a real documentary on it right there. GG's. It was comfy. Yes. Yeah, I figured it is something like, it's not too distracting, and so I can focus more on just like, you know, jumping from the game. What am I doing again? Okay, cool. Autopilot, and then just have fun chatting with you. Keep it comfy. But yeah. Any chance we can see a run of it tonight? Okay, so from here on, what I'm going to do, because, like I said, this is more a stream for fun anyway. What I'll do is, if you want to stick around, we're not talking anymore. We're just going to have some fun. I mean, I'm going to pay attention to chat, but just, I did say I wanted to kind of like just chill and stream 30xx. So what I'll do is, we got the splash. Let me quit that at this. And we'll just like, I'm just going to play a round of 30xx. This is a cool game. I do actually want to just switch gears real quick to turn my brain off and just chat about this game, because it's a pretty cool game. If anyone's ever seen this before, hopefully my mic can stay on. All right, let me set this up. It's going to be black screen for a second. 30xx. Window capture. Whoop. Wow, very, very big. Perfect. All right, 30xx. If you like Mega Man X, stick around. We'll play this. This is a pretty cool game. But it's a roguelike of basically unabashed Mega Man X. Let me know right now if it's too loud. I'm get caught up on chat while it sits here for a second. Also, this is my favorite character to play right now, is the little kitty cat DLC. Someone did as a full port of Oblivion too. Oh yeah, there's like a full-on Oblivion port to Skyrim's engine, right? Which is funny because like he must have, whoever or whatever team or person was working on that must have been like, you guys literally remade Oblivion. All this time we've been working, because that was a mod I saw here and there of them porting over to Skyrim the whole Oblivion, and I was like, that's a lot of work. Ironclad Lion did a video on Star Sector Melty. He had like 2-second clip of NSF. Elden Ring. There's a guy redoing VTM in Skyrim. Redemption I don't actually know a lot about, but Vampire the Masquerade. There's 3 characters in this game. Or now 4, I guess. So this is basically Zero. This is basically X, or Mega Man. This is a combination of both, or if you've ever played ZX, you get both slashing and shooting. But you don't charge up anything. Instead, what you're doing is, if you get 3 hits with this, you get a stronger shot, and if you get 3 hits with this, you get a stronger slash. So Delta's pretty cool. But there's a little paid DLC for the kitty cat, which has an automatic fire and has some unique special moves. And if you've never played 30XX, it's a roguelike of Mega Man X style gameplay, like straight up, unabashed. Best thing about this is it's a good roguelike. So good roguelikes will let you experiment with mechanics of the game through characters, yes. Random levels, yes. Keeping you on your toes. But also, like, there's different power-ups that scale exponentially, like get out of hand. So without over-explaining this, there's certain systems that you can kind of like get stronger, like more special weapon damage, more basic weapon damage, more like speed, more jump height, stuff like that. Stuff you would expect, but then there's even more stuff, like instead of health, you could get armor, and you can turn that armor into, the more armor you have, the more damage you do. And it starts growing exponentially, and obviously there's certain combos. And then there's meta game progression, right? And all that means, for those who don't understand roguelikes, is basically the more you play it and the more you progress on the random runs, the more unlockables you can achieve, which will make those new runs, even though they're random, you'll have a better chance at beating them because you can unlock cool power-ups or get stronger or start with more health or something. But I just like it because it's Mega Man X. So I'll play a run of this, see how far I get. Start with dash. Dash system is very good, very responsive. And then I'm far enough in... Well, I'm very far enough. I beat this game plenty of time. Something cool is, if you want to, talk to this kitty cat, and you can get an AUG right at the start. And an AUG means you'll augment an ability. So check this out. This is my current shot. At random, it'll start me with a few options. I'm going to take this one because now my shot does this. And I even get a little bit of aiming out of it. It's way better than what I had before, by the way. You can also get some challenge runs going. So this guy will show up every once in a while. He's playable now because I've unlocked him, but he's basically the representative of take a risk and you'll get a reward, obviously. But this level's boss is going to have 100% more HP, and I'll get 2 tokens. Frankly, it's not really worth my trouble, so screw it. But if you like Mega Man X or Mega Man type games in general, like, if you haven't known about this game or picked it up, there's really no recommendation beyond, like, are you stupid? Get the freaking game already. Like, it's super straightforward. Like, first off, go play Mega Man X or Mega Man type games, but like, obviously if you like that, go play this. What are you, dumb? Said Garson. Alright, so dashing fires power blast, I don't want that, and I don't like the corruption type, so I'm gonna take a salvage, and maybe I can use it later. Salvage just means, like, it gives me a little resource I can use for upgrades later. And then you typically want to beat a level fast, but you also want to do a little bit of exploration to see if there's, like, maybe a treasure chest hiding somewhere. But the faster you can beat a level, you'll automatically be rewarded with a treasure chest at the halfway point anyway. So you gotta balance, like, first you want to just learn how to play a Mega Man type of game like this, but then the challenge starts becoming, wow, I could get a lot more power-ups if I just navigate levels a lot more efficiently, faster, and just don't take hits. So you do this really cool, this is what I mean by a good roguelike. You're doing this balancing act of playing the base game, but also fine-tuning your skills to become more efficient, and then it rewards you, or first incentivizes you, and then rewards you for being more efficient. That's why I like roguelikes. They bring back that arcade feeling. Like, as long as you get the base gameplay, see how I had 3 chests? That means I beat the level, or the halfway level, fast enough. And then if I really want to, I can maybe kind of roll back and be like, oh, yeah, I want to get some other stuff there. But, yeah. If I keep wall jumping. Go back up here. So I do a little searching, I might find a little chest here that gives me some more cash. And then otherwise, I want to keep it rolling. And even though the levels are random, I'm in a sort of clockwork tower level. That's always going to be this level's theme, and the certain enemies and whatnot. Yeah, max energy for 4 power. Right, yeah, that's fine. So I'm always going to get similar layouts for this clockwork type of level, and maybe some of the similar secrets, like this back here, I already knew about. So I might see this maybe every other time I come into this level. I might see this secret room and a variation of it, but beyond that, yeah, it's random, a little random. I think the best games always have like maybe 25% random, and the rest is like 75% consistent. Like, the more you play it, the more you realize, like, oh, that's always going to be there, or I can always play this way. But you need the randomness to be like, you can't always get what you want, but you always get what you need. So let's see, 17% off energy. I'm looking more for like a regular attack. This is a special attack. It uses my blue meter until I can't use it. Instead, I'm using the free basic attack, so I could build towards one or the other, right? So I'm going for that. I don't know, I'm just having fun describing the game. I think this game has, like, spot on the right art style, too. Like, it's definitely aping from PS1 Mega Man X games, but it's like in between PS1 and Super Nintendo Mega Man X style. And aside from legal reasons, I don't think the devs would ever be insulted from someone describing this game as Mega Man X, because, like, they have to legally be like, no, it's legally distinct Mega Man. But if that wasn't the world we lived in, they would just be like, yeah, it's Mega Man. Like, they didn't want to make it, so he made it. I was really into Battle back there. What's up, Pokemon? Battle Network I never really got into too much. Wolfpack RPG is a text game that is made by Soulstreamer and works through Twitch Whispers. That's pretty cool. I might have to investigate that. Quid is kind of like that, but Quid seems like something I want to dive into, but like, I don't think a lot of people would watch. I don't know how many people would watch that. That'd be like another Kingsway experiment where like I have to sort of like talk about crazy stuff while playing that game, and I don't know if until I'm familiar with it, I don't know if I'm going to be talking about much. How about Bullet Hell, like Brotato for roguelikes? I haven't played Brotato, but I think Brotato is a spin-off or like in the same genre of Vampire Survivors, and I do enjoy classic Vampire Survivors. I think it's a surprisingly good game for what it is. Your weapon deals 50%, but I'll give you full health. No, I didn't want to do that. All right, let's screw it. I said no, but I accidentally clicked yes. Chat is my witness. I said no. Oh my god, so much weaker. Thank goodness this is the only second level, because If I was doing this in late game of a run, I'd be like gouging my eyes out. You do need some power upgrades through this. That's fine, max HPs, whatever. Alright, found the chest, let's get out of here. Keep in mind, I'm only playing this way because I'm very familiar with this. Like, I run through levels. Yeah, this boss can be annoying. You got the easy room. Oh, and this does have co-op, by the way. Online co-op, random co-op, and couch co-op. This game is definitely a good couch co-op game. I still gotta do a Fire Emblem Engage stream, but I'm ready for playing Engage. Your current, not future armor is convert. Nah. Power. That doesn't do anything anyway. Power efficiency, core points. Alright, here's something unique. These blue capsules called gauntlets. If you ever played Mega Man X, literally, like, so what you get is these armor pieces. You get leg armor, body armor, blaster armor, and head armor. If you can complete the set, you usually get a bonus in Mega Man X. So just like that, you can find 4 pieces of armor if you beat the gauntlet and the little endgame boss at the end of it. And the boss is usually related to the armor you're getting, so I'm gonna get Blaster. Because guess what? This guy's a Blaster. So if I beat him, I get a stronger Blaster. And Blaster just being what, like, the weapon I'm using right now. Or I can just die and lose the whole run. It'll be fun. Good thing I have 50% damage this run for this level. Alright, that's cool. Yeah. And there's even a visual flare, so now my gun has like some spikies. The actual Rogue, I've never played it. I've only seen a documentary on why roguelikes got their names. Roguelikes and rogue... What's the other term? Roguelike, rogue... something. Rogue adjacent. Dark Souls item, enemy, fog gate, and parameter randomizer. Watching another guy stream it and love it. Oh, for Quid? Or Brotato. Brotato, maybe. Halls of Torment I have played. Vampire Survivors, I have like almost everything beaten in that. Archage will not work for me. Seamless co-op mode. Dude, Dark Souls 1 is getting... did that come out yet? The seamless co-op? I'm fascinated by that. One of my favorite experiences with Dark Souls 1, because I played the crap out of that. That's the game that got me into Dark Souls. Or Souls games. I was a Dark Souls baby, not a Demon Souls OG. And Demon's Souls. So, one of my favorite runs, though, is I had 2 other people, we committed to, like, the whole game, too. That was the surprising part. So, we coordinated, I found out how to do, like, almost guaranteed how to get people in the same, like, lobby? Not lobby, what is it? Back during the OG Prepare to Die edition days, you can't just, like, put on a ring or whatever it was in remaster. You can't just get in the same game as your friends or intentionally get invaded or whatever. Now you can, because they added that feature from Dark Souls 2 or 3 or whatever. But back in the day, you had to like trick the system into picking up, like being in the right place at the right time, essentially. I'll just keep it that simple. So we did that. That's pretty important to say. Like, we did pretty boring system of trying to get all three of us in the same game, every single location. That was not fun, but we did it. We got better at it. We got faster at it, and then I'll never forget. So I went lightning, and I had Ornstein's armor and weapon, but I was like making a lightning caster. It wasn't very efficient, but I wasn't trying to be like optimal or whatever. But it was cool, and it worked out. I was pretty tanky too. I had one friend go, what was it? Fire Monk. He was a fist fighter, but he had the pyromancy glove. So he was using pyromancies with like the punching weapon, the Ceastus, the Ceastus. And then my other friend was using magic, just soul sorcery and whatnot, with I think a whip or like a dexterity weapon. I forget. It was a scythe or a whip or both. So like we had like distinct characters, but one for each magic type, and we didn't even plan it that way. Like that's just like just take a build and we'll roll with it. And like, dude, we kicked so much butt. I don't know. That was such a fun run. I was like, all right, this game is really cool playing co-op. So when I saw the seamless mod, I was like, dang, I want to try that. 60 armor. I'm not doing very well with dodging hits. There's tokens. Vampire Survivors got like so weird. I stopped getting what was going on. Like I like the full release content. Some of the DLC content is like too much, but I didn't really bother like trying to finish or even really playing too much of the extended content. What I loved was the Castlevania DLC. I did enjoy that. I didn't even beat it yet, so because like I played the crap out of Survivors for a while there. But I avoided the crap out of that game for the longest time because I was like, oh, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to like make an addictive game. I won't fall for it. I'm above that. And then I asked myself one time, I was like, why would you avoid a game that's just unabashedly like telling you what it is and it's good at it? It's like, it's true. And if it's fun, if it's addictive, like just give in, just do it, bro. Like who cares? It's a fun game. And so I played it, and sure enough, I was addicted. Like playing this. I put in like stupid time into that. DS1 and 3 several months ago. So it's done. Oh, DS2 is waiting. Oh, I'd play all three of them. I would love that. Password summon. It was, yeah, Prepare to Die edition, because we were on PC. Or maybe it was on Xbox. It was after Prepare to Die edition came out. But it was definitely OG Dark Souls and not remastered. Because we had to do the trick to get it to, but yeah, Mega Man roguelike. Yeah. Vampire Survivors shows you how people get addicted to slot machines. Well, if I remember the story correctly, the creator is someone who made slot machines. And that's not a good upgrade to risk for. Oh, my damage is back to normal. Yay! I can kill things. There's a chest. Nuts. You're nuts. Yeah, this isn't the normal default character. This is a bonus character you can buy. But I think this has the most fun playstyle out of all of them. Also, what am I doing? Which is funny because like the other playstyles are good too. I just like Buff Cat. Buff Cat's cool. Buff Cat. You know what I need to do? I don't know why this came up. I just thought about battle tanks from the N64. I don't think anyone knows what game I'm talking about, but I want to run a tournament right now. I just thought about this. I want to run a battle tanks tournament. Specifically the second one. Okay, now go look up battle tanks on the N64, and you'll be like, what the hell does this guy see in this game? Something, I don't know, like that game was addictive. I want to see multiplayers like back in the, oh, Conker's Bad Fur Day? Not the Xbox remake, because that had a totally different multiplayer, which wasn't bad, but it didn't have the fun and carefree multiplayer of N64. Conker's Bad Fur Day had one of the best multiplayer experiences. In my humble, stupid opinion. 64 had a lot of like good co-op, couch co-op experiences. Multiplayer, competitive, co-op, doesn't matter. Ow. I'm thinking There it is. Oh, nope, missed my chance. Misjudged that jump. Oh, glass cannon. Perfect. You're current enough. Nah, I'll scrap that. What do you got? I thought that falls further. Alright, whatever. Just keep shooting! Never turn off the shooting! Wait, there's a challenge over here. Alright, don't take damage. I got this. I never take damage in these rooms. Except now. And now. Alright, we're still silver. We're still silver. Gold is out of the question, but no. Alright. Still silver. We're still silver. Alright. We're still silver. Still silver. Eh. Alright, let's just get to the top level. Perfect. Yep. Cool. Alright, maybe I stop spamming fire. There we go. Still silver. Yeah. Right. Enemies drop more health. Your attack kills restore energy. Super deals. Not really using any of them. Our build has not gotten very crazy yet. Oh, token. Anything down here? Troll. Almost at the end. No! Oh, I didn't dash. KOTOR. Some mods work, see now. Oh, what the hell? Okay. It's in the shop. Campfire shows you how... Oh, yeah. We did South Park 64. The tournament. In healthy amount, we all did. Dark Souls games have crazy amount of cut content, by the way. Yeah, dude, every single freaking Souls game has like a story behind it with... They didn't have time and they had to cut like a ridiculous amount of stuff. Still have 36 money. Take a little bit of speed. Let's run the lottery. Yep. Big loser. Lots of KOTOR. KOTOR, even later on when I tried, like, I just don't get into KOTOR. Like, I don't know. And I'll never knock it. I'll never hate on it. It's just not... Just continues to not be my cup of tea or not a journey I want to go on. Because games like that, CRPGs and JRPGs, you're asking a player to go on a journey, which is like a big selling point. I'm not knocking that. That's actually the point for me. But it's also a big ask. And there's so many great CRPGs, JRPGs, that it's like, bruh, I only need to see a handful of these to really, like, know what I'm in for. Not saying that's not the same as saying to know what the game is or to say it's worthwhile. I just mean once you've experienced maybe 12, like 15 really good JRPGs, CRPGs, RPGs in general, whatever you want to call them. Tired of saying both. There's a point where you're just like, alright, I don't know if I'm going to spend 120 hours on this. Which I alluded earlier, I almost forgot to say this. So, I want to play Baldur's Gate 1, and if I'm going to play 1, I'm going to want to play 2. I want to play it on stream. It's a time commitment. It's huge. Like, it might be something I do where it's like, you got to tell me where to go. This might be a hand-holding experience. I want to. I want to play it just for my own sake and play it on my own time, but then it's like, man, I'm missing out on an opportunity to play it on stream, and that'd be really cool to share that, you know. Guy who plays 1,000,000 hours in BG3 is gonna try BG1. Whoa! But am I? I don't know. I know what I'm getting into with a game like BG1 and 2, but get out of my way. Get out of my way. BG. And BG 1 and 2, I'm not going into it like, oh yeah, this is gonna be like dark BG 3. Like, I have the understanding that it's not gonna be the same type of game, or at least it's not handled the same way. It's very more like narrative focused. It's got a very different combat system, or at least I believe everything I've seen on it. It's going to be quite the adaptation for me. Not exactly a 5e game. Isn't that one based on Advanced Dungeons & Dragons? AD&D? I looked up THACO. THACO's not hard to understand. It's just adjusting. THACO actually looks pretty intriguing as a system. Like, damn, pretty intuitive. He died. Nice. And then, yeah, I've heard of Planescape Torment. Didn't play it. Don't really know what's going on with it. Just heard good things about it. I've heard of Disco Elysium. I kind of want to check that out. It doesn't seem as big of a time commitment. Let me focus on this for you. Oh, this one's easy. Yep, and got it. Supers, vaporize shots, keep attacking while full corruption. Yeah. Lord. 1 and 2 are based on AD&D. Okay. A bit too much reading in BG 1 and 2 for me these days. Corrupted by the shiny world of the 2020s. 2 does need the restored content mod to not be broken beyond repair. Are you saying that as like, don't do the enhanced editions and then buy the originals and then upgrade them, or like update them, or like even with the enhanced edition I would need the restored content? Disco Elysium would be the best from a viewer perspective. I always hear good things about like do a Disco Elysium stream because it's fun to watch. It's always fun to watch from a viewer's perspective if it's vibing with it. Well, I mean, as far as I understand about Disco, is it's a more of a narrative heavy CRPG. And then it's like making choices, so then, like I said, I don't know. This is my impression of it, because like hearsay, like osmosis almost. What do they call it? Like cultural osmosis? I don't know. Big fancy garden words. But yeah, I hear good things about it. I may hate it. It's worth trying. We'll see. May have to wait for a discount. I don't know what its price is either. I know it's not some AAA $70 Nintendo title. Oh no! My Donkey Kongs cost more money! My Pikachus cost $30. As someone who does follow Pokemon, like, loosely, just because of the PvP, it is funny to see that community in an uproar and excitement at the same time, because there's two new Mega evolutions, which is just like Digimon in Pokemon form. It's the best way for someone who doesn't know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's actually the worst way to explain it. Anyway, there's like 2 new Pikachus, we'll put it that way. That's the dumb way to put it. So, and then they're gonna sell it to you for $30. That's so out of context, but the easiest way I know how to put it. You can buy 2 new Pikachus for $30. Or like Pikachu forms. Even though that doesn't actually explain what it is. Gets the point across. Have to go? Alright, Steph. I appreciate you watching, chilling, vibing. Like I said, best thing about just happy to get on the stream and just be here a little late, but yeah, I don't exactly have a BG3 run lined up, and I would be more inclined to see what others want to watch on the channel. No, I think I goofed that, but I think I gave a good upgrade for Scrap, which was dumb. Wasn't reading. There you go. There you go. Actually, can we do this? Oh, that's a better spot for me anyway. Oh, okay, you ruined it. You ruined it, you witch! Killer. I'm gonna die. Oh, you're dead. Died in the first 3 minutes. I was like, what the? On disco? Combat free? It's like a very weird, surreal, choose your own adventure. Okay. That kind of lines up with what I heard about it. Undersells it extremely. Okay, so it's gonna be a unique type of game to play. HK Factory interaction. Talking about things I don't know nothing about. Oh, this is a really good power up, but hold on. This thing's amazing. I can make this very strong. Alright, we might have the build. We might have a build on our hands. This character is unique because he has like this move, super, or he has regular attacks, specials that use ammo, that blue bar up there on the left. But he also has supers. This is one of the craziest supers you can get. Especially if we build for it. There's different kinds of supers, but this is probably the best IMO. Oh, I hate this level. I hate the gravity mechanics in this level. Now, I may consider myself smart, but I'm not so smart that I can figure out gravity. I'll tell you that. I'm not a very gravity
inclined person. I don't gravitate towards the physics, if you get what I mean. Yep, I love having to chase the green line. Oh, now I'm upside down. Oh, convenient. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, good. I'm upside down. Yep. Okay. Yep. Oh, nope. You missed that. There you go. Oh, nope. That's the wrong one. Nope. Alright. This is a reference from Halo. High Charity is the you can get a needler as your weapon. This sucks. Attacks increase damage of your next power. All these suck. Damn. Well, the needler doesn't suck. I just don't want to build it. I like my bouncing ball attack. It's down here, huh? Oh. Frogs. Alright, skipping over this level's mechanic. Bye. Big frog. Big frog. Die frog. Got it. Die frog. Forgotten momentum, power damage, no. Super's deal, no, what class cannon. We are up to 6 damage. Ooh, now we're up to 8 damage. Armor. Love armor builds, but can't find any items for armor. Just want to get out of this level. Thank you. Bad enough, I'm upside down. Okay. 47. Another glass cannon upgrade. Get out of here. We're up to 10 now? Yeah, 10's pretty good. On the Steam sale? I mean, if you want to. I don't know if I would stream it right at the moment I got it, but it's always been a game I was like, yeah, it'd be interesting to play, especially now that I stream. Like, I'd be down for it for sure. I'm not saying no to it at all. I need to make a channel intro though, now that this stream is going to be basically a check mark for what happened with everything recently, so I'll keep that in mind. That's really the whole point of me doing tonight's stream, with all the interruptions and donkey doo-doo that's been happening. I wanted to come online, chill out with you guys and state, hey, this is what's going on, and also I think we need to just kind of put an anchor point down, or a check mark, because it also, for reference, everything I talked about earlier in the beginning with things going on, there's still things going on. It's just been nice to take a moment away from those things. Try and lean good while still making sure, boy. You talking about that? Damn, alright. Everybody here seems very experienced in this Disco Elysium. Oh, there's a little fire there. I don't care about it. Let's go back. Let's go forward rather, not back there. What do you want, buddy? Taking damage costs you 3 nuts. Gain a lot of armor. Yeah, I'll buy it. Basically just buying a lot of armor. The more I get hit. Or I could just die. I just realized that. I have no HP. But I do have homing ammo. Yeah, homing ammo. I'm about to die. Woo! Wait. Oh yeah, I have 1 HP. 1 restore. Okay. Hey, that worked out for me. Cool. I have a lot of armor. I got a serious upgrade with this. Now that my ability homes in on them, like, oh my god. Also, this is the easy way to beat this guy. Walking, and we're walking, you're dead. We might get what I love, which is the more armor gives you more damage. Hitting an enemy grants 10% damage for 3 seconds, max 5 seconds. That's a free freaking 50% more damage for 3 seconds, right? Hitting a new enemy. Oh, hitting a new. 1 power damage per level. Nah. Attacks increase damage. Honestly, for free, I can't argue with this. So it's a free extra damage every time I attack something. 0 damage taken. Okay. Take my time with this rune. Yeah, we'll do a channel intro, and it'll be like, Carson is a variety streamer, but not like other varieties. This is super deadpan monotone. How to sell yourself. A guide. Deal 50% decaying extra damage at the start of bass battle. If the extra damage decays, that's okay. Attack builds super faster. Yeah, it's actually really good. Keep forgetting I have this now. KOTOR talk they're having. Oh, KOTOR. See, I don't know these things because I couldn't get into the KOTOR. You silly guys and your KOTORs. Die. 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 Whoa. Big damage. I need the ability, whenever I use that big giant green attack, it like wipes out enemy projectiles. That's how you make this thing strong. This ability triggers much more quickly. Attack speed, nah, I don't need that. I'll just take more HP. Only had jump height. I lost all that armor again. Damn. Oh well. This is Twin Fire's real. Twin Fire online. I don't think that's effective. Is that affecting my? I don't think. Am I twin firing my weapon, or is that only effect? Let's look at that real quick. Twinifies future repros. I don't have. Okay, so that's strictly repros. Repros are like. If you ever played Mega Man Zero, this game has something similar to elves. These little guys that like follow you. Damn, not enough. Alright. Fine. What about you, Scrap Man? Goodbye, that. Oh. Dozing off. Alright, Barry Light. Have a good night then. If you're dozing off, sleep well. Classic pocket sound.
son of a monkey. That's right. I called you the son of a monkey. What are you gonna do about it, monkey? And dead. Cherry blossoms. We played 1, 2, 4. Wait, you only played 1 through 4 on 0? Mega Man 0? That's that. Yeah, that's actually way better than it sounds. Oh, fish sticks? Alright, you have a good night, Mr. Fish. Fish. Fishy fish. Gosh, little lasers on there. Oh, that's spicy. Oh, yeah. Anything up here? No? This level goes... Well, I guess you can see it for yourself right here, but this... If this is like close to the last level you pick out of the 8, this level is just bananas. I don't think this is the worst variation either. This is close to it, but this level is just off the wall. Like if I hadn't played this level 100 times, I'd be like, what the f is going on? Look at this little thing chasing me too. You can't, yeah, oh my god. Yep. Okay. There's not enough things going on in this level. I don't even care what that secret was back there. The boss is also deceptively hard. Or killer, not really hard. Easy to understand, easy to get yourself killed. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. We had an easy pattern too. Attack 1 strength for every 30 max HP. That's actually nice. Regain attacks. Like I'm being set up for repros. Repros, you see the little guys following me? They're an example of repros. The little flower petal guys. So they're sort of like cyber elves from Mega Man 0. This one, for every time I kill people, like kill an enemy, they're giving me like a flower petal. And once the flower petals fill all the way up, they'll give me a little armor drop. Or you can think of it as like an HP drop. Not a max HP drop, just a refill. Holy moly. Holy moly. Oh, holy moly. Oh, okay. Thank goodness for homing attacks. Oh, the NES one. He's like, this theme, yeah, this zone has a good theme. A lot of the themes in this game are very good. Yeah, see, they just popped off. I just got 40 armor. That's nice. Vaporware epilepsy zone. Damn straight. Epilepsy trigger. Yeah, there's a little bit too much going on visually. Not every time you play this level, it's... So what happens, again, what makes this a good roguelike is you could play this level and it could be like the first or second level in the run. It'll be a more simplified version of the run, or the level. Same, that also goes with the boss fights. The boss has a harder mode if it's later in the run. It'll have more moves to its attack patterns. It'll be faster. It might have more well, it definitely has more HP, but that's why you need scaling damage in every run. That little starfish that came out, that's not normally here.
But the level itself is obviously crowded with way more like projectiles and stuff and lasers. So that's why it just became like an absolute visual mess to navigate. And you're like, is this normal? Like, well, kinda. Okay, might die. Nah, I don't want to die. I'm not. Hold on. I'm gonna try not to die. No, I never die. Dash under it. That's a bad weapon for this fight. Oh my gosh, just kill him, please. Oh my gosh, I'm so screwed right here. He's like, you got homing? I got homing too, buddy. So we beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only needed 2 more levels, and then we got into endgame. All right, that was fun though. Alrighty. But yeah, so, you know, we still stream tonight, but I appreciate it. I said what I wanted to say. Like I said, there's a bit of a checkpoint for Garson channel because I needed to get my head straight. I also needed to kind of like, I felt compelled to tell people watching, especially those regularly watching, like, here's what's going on. And here's how I feel about the channel. And for the record, I love Baldur's Gate 3. It's easily now in my top 3 games of all time. And I would not make that kind of content if I was genuinely like not passionate about it and not burn out on it, but it also takes a lot of time out of like what I want to do on the channel. But I'm still like down to make more content for it, especially because like I recorded, believe it or not, I recorded most of the footage for Answer, a guide on Answer. It's just been I can't believe it's been a month since I did that. That's insane. So I had that almost ready to go. I just needed to edit a video. And there's some other things there's other boss fight videos I definitely want to cover and some subject matter, but we'll talk about BG3 when we get back to BG3. But this channel is not meant to be BG3. I would call it BG3 channel if that was the case. So I wanted to clarify that. But I'm also just astounded, even for a stream like this. I know it might have been a little boring and talkity and, ooh, YouTuber talks about his YouTubers, but I really appreciate the warm reception, so thank you. BG3 is great, but I'll be real, you've done almost everything possibly done. Nah, we could do way more, but I still have to beat a solo run, by the way. Wink, wink. I still need to beat the, at least the Arcane Trickster solo run. But just solo run in general. That is something that needs to be done. May. Thank you, too. It was a good stream. It was a good stream, surprisingly good. In this, like, from my perspective, it was good. That you guys were awesome in chat, and I appreciate the support. That being said, I'm gonna start adding Raycons and all this other stuff in my video. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna crank up the advertiser. Nah. It's just cool to be real and explain things, and it's funny because in my own perspective, I feel guilty. Like, oh, you know, like I have to do sponsorships or whatever's, but it's nice to see. I think it's a little bit too much of me being in my own headspace. When the reality is, I think a lot of you guys respect and realize, like, yeah, we know that's how it works. Like, we're still gonna watch your channel, and trust me, I'm using ad block for this and that. Okay, I get it, right? So I don't demand anybody. I don't do that stupid crap where people put in the corner or whatever. Hey, by the way, ad block is killing my channel. Like, okay, well, I'll just have to start printing t-shirts or something. I don't know. Unfortunately, my issues stem beyond this channel with some very greater problems, and that might be eating up my time that I would normally be devoting to this channel. We'll see how the cookie crumbles, but at least I was able to share a little bit of it. What's up? All right, but I'm gonna hop off and I'll shout you guys all out real quick. We got Odin, we got Pokemon, we got Ensign, we got May, we've got Fish Sticks who just went to bed. We've got Barry Lion who went to bed. We got Steph who already left. We got Black Sheep Butterfly who I think just left.
We've got Nadira Furry. We've got who was it? Everybody was in here. I think Dejan, yeah, Dejan was in here. I think Akko. I might have missed Akko. I saw Olio. I think I saw Olio in here. And everybody lurking, as always, as I try to say this too. If you're lurking, you don't want to chat, I still watch you. I still appreciate you, just as you watch me. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna hop off though. I'll try and get things more straightened with Twitch too, but it was just a lot easier for me to hop on, have some fun, chit chat on YouTube, and you know, for more regular streams, I'll try and keep it going with the dual streams. Till then, be safe. I'll see you tomorrow's stream, more than likely right on time at 7. Till then, adios!